So my people, we're live, guys. We're live. My people, we're live, guys. I don't do a stream on Mondays, but guys, I gotta do a stream today, guys. I have to do a stream today. But it's beautiful stream, guys. We're gonna talk about the Ballon d'Or, guys. It's official. Karim Benzema wins the Ballon d'Or for the 2022 year. I think the 66th or the 61st year anniversary for the football. For me, it deserves it. Karim Benzema deserves to win the award. We can't say much about it. It deserves it. As a fans watching, I'm very happy for Karim Benzema because hard work pays off. I remember when he came from Lyon to Real Madrid, when people were like, it was a sidekick to Ronaldo. It was this, it was that. I was like, Benzema is a fantastic goal scorer and a striker. But for me, and I keep telling people, if you want to become a striker in world football, you have to learn how you have to learn the way to play football in a Benzema way. To become a striker, Benzema is a player that like a role model where you can learn of because it's gonna give you the movement, it give you everything you need is in strike, and it's very very humble. I'm not surprised he win the Ballon d'Or because he deserve it. But the top three is Benzema, Len, Sadio Mane, and Kevin De Bruyne. Those three of them, especially Mane, who wins the African Cup of Nations. What a season that young guys have, man! Fantastic season. For people who doesn't read the African Cup of Nations, you gotta read the African Cup of Nations now because it's a trophy that guarantee you a continental something. People watch it and they admire it. I'm happy for Sadio. Very happy for Sadio Mane. Fantastic achievement for him. Very good achievement for him, guys. Like the vid, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe the like button. We're gonna talk about Benzema. Where does he rank in what football as a football player and also as a striker? Like the vid, smash that like button, guys. Smash the like button. We're gonna talk about Big Benz. Karim Bezema. Yo, my people, I'm happy, guys. I'm happy. Benzema wins the Ballon d'Or for this year, and also the young player of the year is Gavi ahead of Bellingham and ahead of Jamal Musiala. Fantastic for me. Fantastic for me, man. For me, it deserves to win it. I won't say more because Benzema deserves to win it. It's been putting in the hard work. People doesn't rate him highly, but I'm happy it's been talked about in terms of the way he play football. So I'm happy Benzema wins it because for me he deserves to win it. And for me right now we have to talk. For me, we have to do Operation Thiago Silva. He must win the Ballon d'Or too. I want him to win the World Cup with Brazil, win the Champions League with Chelsea. Oh my God! Then we can talk about Thiago Silva for me, man. Yeah, Emily, Benzema deserves to win it. There's nothing people can say about it. He deserves to win it. Big Benz, he deserves to win it, man. I'm happy. I'm so happy for Benzema because if you look at players of this generation right now, people doesn't rate Benzema highly, very highly. So I'm happy Benzema wins it because now people could look at football differently and say, okay, now we need to understand the way how we rate football because people doesn't rate Benzema highly, but for me, it deserve everything be given to him because he deserves to win it. Because I remember very well when he signed from Lyon to to Real Madrid, then they had Higuain. People were like, "Who is this guy? Can he make it? Can he do this?" But Benzema kept his head down. He was working hard. He gave his all, and now see, this is what hard work. This is what hard work does to you. It pays off and it makes you much much better. I'm so happy, very very happy for Karim Benzema because guys, people doesn't rate Benzema, but my God in heaven, well deserved for me, well deserved because it deserve it. It deserve. Benzema deserve it. If you look at his movement, looking at his movement, looking at his what's called his movement, is the way he plays, is the way he moves, the way he score goals. Benzema is different than most of the strikers we have right now in terms of Haaland, Robert Lewandowski, Osimhen and co. In those kind of old age, the way Benzema move as a striker, if you're a little kid and you want to start playing football, you need to watch Benzema as a top nine, as a number nine, in terms of all round, the way he plays, the way he does stuff. You gotta, yeah, online debate for me. SSB, the problem is there's a debate about AFCON versus EPL trophy. But the problem now is because I remember Judging Club saying it does not rate the African Cup of Nations. And I'm telling Liverpool fans, African Cup of Nations is a continent where everybody watch. It's a trophy where it is in the DNA of an African footballer to play. If you're from Africa, you play the play AFCON because it's in the DNA. You gotta play AFCON. You have to play. So you have to be AFCON needs to be respect. I know the EPL trophy, you want to win it, but you can't neglect the AFCON also too, because that's a trophy. That's also a trophy too. You can't. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing. You got the way you respect the Premier League, you gotta respect for me, you gotta respect the AFCON too, because when we look at what when we look at the generation we are right now, people is fixated with La Liga trophy, the Modest Liga trophy, the EPL, the this and that, but then they neglected the international trophy. For me, AFCON deserve to have a weight. AFCON deserve it. It deserve whatever people call it. Deserve it for me. Like what Emily said, Bernard. Nah, man, the AFCON doesn't have. Excuse me, Sadio Mane won the African Cup of Nations, but he's second in the Ballondor. Benzema is the first, while Sadio Mane is second. So what are you telling me? What do you think put him on that pedestrian? He won the AFCON. He won the AFCON. So what do you say? He's won the AFCON. So I don't understand why people are having this debate on AFCON versus EPL. Why are you having this debate? Because for me, there isn't any debate for me. Because AFCON is much, much better. It's much better. You gotta respect the football heritage for me. AFCON is much, much better. It's much better trophy for me because if an African, you want to play in AFCON, you want to represent your country, you have to. You gotta represent your country. So I don't understand why people doesn't rate AFCON that highly. You have to represent your country. For me, I'm so happy for Karim Benzema because he deserves it. He deserves it. It shows hard work pays off. If you're hardworking, it really pays off. It pays off, man. It pays off. I'm happy, so happy for Karim Benzema because it deserves every success, every happiness, everything is getting right now. For me, I'm so happy for him right now. Very happy. Karim Benzema deserve everything he's been getting right because people doesn't talk much about Benzema. But like, is Benzema better than Lewandowski? Is Benzema better than this? Bro, Benzema deserve every happiness, every success, everything he could get because that guy, people doesn't rate him high. People doesn't rate him very well. Is for me, he's the most underrated strikers in world football right now. Karim Benzema. Because people doesn't rate him. I say, who is Benzema? Who is that? Who is this? But my lord, Benzema deserves every accolade he's getting right now. And I'm happy. I'm happy when you watch football with happiness. Benzema gives you joy, so much happiness. He gave you mhm, so much happiness, so much. I'm happy. I'm very happy for Benzema because he deserves it. He deserves it. I'm not fixated. I'm like, no. He deserves it for me, man. He deserves it. And I'm happy for Benzema. I'm happy. Kevin De Bruyne is the third, while Sadio Mane is second, while Benzema is first. Yeah. I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. Very happy for him, man. He deserve it. It is a well deserved, well deserved, well deserved, man. Well deserved. I don't know why people are getting this I don't know these issues with Benzema winning the Ballon d'Or. We've seen Ronaldo win it. We've seen Lionel Messi win it. Zinedine Zidane won it in 1998 and 1999. Benzema winning it too. I'm not surprised Benzema win because what he did last season cannot be neglected. So for me, he deserves to win it. I don't understand why people is being fixated with does he deserve to win does he deserve to win the trophy? Is it this? See, there's nothing like is it this? Is it that? Is it this? It is that. Karim Benzema deserves to win a trophy, especially the what? The Ballon d'Or. And you have to give credit to him. You're gonna give credit to him. He deserves to win it. And I'm happy. I'm happy for Benzema. I'm very happy for him because he deserves to win it. So I don't understand why people are not rating Benzema highly. That's sabotaging. Why are you guys sabotaging Benzema? Why? Why sabotaging Benzema? He deserves to win it, and he wins it because for me, some Ballon d'Or maybe I've seen in this era. Some Messi doesn't deserve to win. Why some Ronaldo doesn't deserve to win? But we can't start saying does he deserve it, does he not deserve it. When a player wins the Ballon d'Or, you gotta respect him. I respect Benzema for winning the Ballon d'Or. I'm not taking that out of it. I respect him for winning the Ballon d'Or. Nothing I can say. I respect him because he deserves to win it. So, player like Mbappe and Co now needs to fix up, especially Kylian Mbappe, because I saw him today in the ceremony. He needs to humble, play your game, and have a smile on your face. Don't be this cocky and having this ridiculous attitude. No, for me, you have to be humble. Just be humble and play your football. For me, you have to be humble and play your football. If you're humble and play your football, you will enjoy football. Benzema, look up to Benzema. You guys are in the same French national team. Look up to him because he was humble. So the same thing has to go to you too. You have to be humble too to win. Benzema deserves to win it, and and wins it. I'm not surprised. I'm not. I'm happy. I'm not surprised, man. I'm happy for Benzema. Happy for Benzema. People are saying is La Liga better? Is La Liga better than the EPL? That for me, we don't need to start going there. When the player deserves to win it, he deserves to win it. Benzema. For me, he deserves to win it. So there's nothing people can say. I'm happy for him though. I'm happy for him. Very happy for him, man. Nothing much to say than to just appreciate him, be happy, smile, because we've seen the generation of football right now where strikers could just come into the club and score goals upon goals upon goals upon goals. And despite you scoring goals, people will say we don't rate him highly, Jerry. We don't rate him highly. He doesn't deserve it. But my lord, with that performance, you can't neglect what Benzema has done. With that performance, you can't neglect what he has done. You gotta respect the royalty. Royalty of football has to be respected. And I respect Benzema. I do. I do. I won't lie. I do. You gotta respect Benzema because for me, you gotta respect him, man. He's carried Madrid last season. So many goals he scored in the I'm like, how is this man doing this stuff, man? How? How? You can't hate Benzema. You can't. His goals, his movement, his leadership, the way he coordinates himself with the team, with the Madrid team, the way he does stuff. You gotta respect Benzema. You gotta respect him for what he's done for football. You gotta respect him. People need to put some damn respect on Karim Benzema's face. People does not respect Benzema. You gotta put a damn respect on Karim Benzema's name, man. I'm happy for him because he deserves to win it. He deserves to win it. People doesn't rate Benzema, but he deserves to win it. He deserves to win it. You gotta respect royalty of football. And Benzema is one of the royalty of football because he deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it for me. I'm happy for him. I'm happy. I'm happy for him. He deserves to win it. There's nothing much I can. So SSB said, I think the UCL campaign made Benzema win the Ballon. Even if Madrid doesn't win it, I think it will have won. SSB. That turnaround in that UCL, man, for a striker like Benzema to score those goals is difficult to say, man. For me, because with the way he's scoring those goals, hat-trick or come hat-trick, yeah, hat-trick should too. Yeah, I think he should have been rated highly too, but I think he wins the Yashin Trophy. So I think he deserves to win the goalkeeper of the year. I think he deserves it, man. He deserves it. He deserves to win the goalkeeper of the year. So I'm not surprised. Do you think he's gonna win a goalkeeper when he win it? I'm not sure with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper has to have an outstanding season, both in domestic and in both domestic Champions League and also in country. If he doesn't do well in the country, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. So it's a little bit difficult to say. I think he deserves to be rated highly. But the problem now is when you have a striker like Benzema scoring goals, what can you do? You can't do anything. You're gonna appreciate greatness, and Benzema is a phenomenal goal scorer and is a phenomenal player. You gotta respect greatness. Benzema is a greatness of football. You gotta respect greatness. I'm happy. I'm happy. When a player does good, you gotta respect that player. I'm happy for Benzema because he deserves to win it. Whether you like it or not, whether you are happy or not, you're not happy. Karim Benzema deserves to win the trophy. Deserve it. No, he deserve it. I'm happy for him. I'm happy. He deserve to win it. People doesn't say people did. No, 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 no. So he deserve to win it for me though. He deserve to win it for me. Well deserved. You can't negate what Benzema has done, man. He deserve to win it. He deserve to win it, man. For me, I'm happy though. Gavi award is 50-50. He might have won the award, but it's not the best. Yes, see, SSB. This is my problem with Gavi. Ahead of Bellingham, Jamal Musiala, I don't think he deserves to win. Gavi for me doesn't do anything to deserve that young player though. Musiala is better for me. People might say Bellingham, but Bellingham is a very good player. He's a very good player. So does Gavi deserve? I even think Pedri. For me, I even think Pedri is a more better player than Gavi for me. I don't know why they give it to Gavi, but I can't say much. He deserves to win it. Okay, we can't say more. Benzema deserves to win it for me. Benzema deserves to win it. I'm happy. I'm very happy for Benzema. Very, very happy for Benzema. I'm very happy. Now the question is, where does he rank in world football? It's tough. It's tough, man. Very, very tough. It's tough, man. Very tough. Very tough. But I'm happy though. I'm happy. I'm happy. Very happy, man. Very happy. Very happy. For me, Benzema deserves to win it, man. He deserves it, man. Hmm. Yeah. So he deserves to win it. Ballondor. Karim Bezema. I think people need to understand now, man. Karim the dream. Kamavinga was on the list at number two. Okay, was on the list at number two. It's not bad. Wow, I heard the news too. I just heard the news now. Oh my god, I just heard the news now. Steven Gerrard has been sacked as an Aston Villa manager. Hmm. I heard the news too, man. I heard the news too, yeah. We're gonna talk about him too. We're gonna talk about him, man. Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him, but I'm happy though. I'm happy. I'm happy though. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. Very happy, man. Guys, we need to have a serious discussion. How do we rank Benzema, man? How do we rank Benzema? Guys, how do we rank Benzema? Where? How? Where? How do we rank him? Top three, top four, top five? People? People in the chat, how do we rank Benzema? Top two, top three, top four, top five, top six, top one? Where do you put him in what football in terms of players and strikers? Where do you rank Benzema, guys? People in the chat, talk to me. How do we rank Benzema? How? Talk to me. How do we rank Benzema? Because people doesn't rate him highly. It's like he's not the best striker, blah 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 blah. But my Lord, you never, because I remember very well when he came from Lyon to Real Madrid, people were like, wait, this guy was then he was in going, scoring goals, the blah, blah. I was like, Benzema is an hard worker, and I'm happy for him because he worked hard and he deserved to win the Ballon d'Or. Nobody can just come and be saying he deserved to win that Ballon d'Or. Nothing to be said about it. Well deserved for me. Nothing can be said. Ronaldo has won it, Leo has won it. Benzema deserved to win the Ballon d'Or after that spectacular performance he did in the Champions League for Madrid and in La Liga. My God, he deserved to win it. So yes, how you doing, brother?
Good.
Good, good.
Abdullah.
Give me
It's
your
been
take
a
on Benzema. Where do you rank Benzema? Because people doesn't rank him highly. Like I'm still gonna put Lewa ahead of him, Suarez ahead of him, yes. But for me, I still believe Benzema is better than Lewandowski for me. I think so.
You know, Abdullah, here's the issue. This is the Ballon d'Or. As much as people don't like it, some people might not ever rate it. There's a few individuals that
Mm-hmm.
have won it.
Mm-hmm.
Benzema, he has now he has hold the trophy that allows him to sit in a table of the former Ballon d'Or winners.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. Look at the Ballon d'Or winners. We have Kaká, we have Cristiano Ronaldo, we have Messi, we have Maldini, you have Luis Figo, you have Ronaldo Rosario, you have Zinedine Zidane. There's a few footballers in the history of the game that have won the Ballon d'Or, and Karim Benzema is one of them. I mean, I don't care. Everyone has their opinions. Everyone has opinions about what player is the best, what player is better, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, only a few selective amongst the elite have won the Ballon d'Or. I mean, what more can be said?
Yep.
He for me, he is number one, the best of his generation, of the generation of strikers that we have seen in the past. He is the best. Um, I mean, that's just the reality of it. And not much I can say. It's because you put everything to it. In terms of type of goals, what he does for the team, how important he is to the team. Does he show up in important moments? All that, how many trophy has he's won, all that stuff, all that comes together. And for me, he's better than Lewandowski. He's better than Luis Suarez. Those two guys, as great as they are, they will they will become insignificant when you compare them to Karim Benzema. Because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, he's a Ballon d'Or winner, and that's not something that players like Neymar, players like Ribéry, players like Henri, players like so many players, Zlatan, so many players have failed to win the Ballon d'Or. Xavi, Iniesta, bro, so many players, great players that came to the game, world class, best in the position, have failed to win the Ballon d'Or, and Karim Benzema has something they don't. So, for me, right now in the game, he cements himself as the select few. So, um, shout out to Karim Benzema, and he's well deserved. Best player in the world.
Fabrizio, Karim the
Yep.
Dream, Karim Benzema.
Well. He deserves it, but
Wait,
nothing more,
wait.
nothing.
How do you rate Benzema firstly? How?
Among the greats,
Yeah,
uh,
because the argument we're having is Lewandowski Suarez better than Benzema, and I keep telling people if you're talking about all round player, Benzema is the best for me. He is the best all
uh,
round. Is Benzema.
if you compare the three,
Mm-hmm.
uh, listen. As much as I hate Suarez, they're kind of similar to me in this sense.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Benzema and Suarez, they can drop deep, dribble, connect with the midfielders, the
Mm-hmm.
1-2. and score with their header, dribble, shoot. Lewandowski to me is more like, anything around the box, he's gonna kill it. Okay, but Suarez and Benzema particularly, I think they're very similar to me. I won't say one is better than the other. I think Benzema, this was his time. I think Ronaldo was kind of holding him back when he was there, but Benzema has been good. I've been watching him since he was in France in that. But what was that team? Was it Marseille or something? Whatever one was playing.
Leon.
Yeah, but again, I don't. With that say that he deserves it, I can say like the previous guy who was just saying like there's a lot of players who won it. I don't know if you say that, but who won it, but I don't think they deserve it. I think like Iniesta should be there. Robin,
Ribery.
I mean, there's so many. But again, you know how they come up with this stuff, right? It's the coaches and the players who vote. And yeah, I don't agree with all those years when Ronaldo and Messi won all those.
Because some of the Ballondor, they don't. Some of them they don't deserve it in those kind of. But I can understand why.
Can I ask a question? Quick question about that.
Yes.
As much as I agree with what you guys are saying, has there been in recent memory a moment, other than Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, I mean they've won it a lot, but has there been a moment where the Ballon d'Or was pretty much everybody was in agreement about who deserves it? Because I feel like this is also an enigma. It's a unique situation where you can make arguments for the past. For example, like you guys are saying, Iniesta. I believe there was 1 year Schneider, and there was 1 year I believe was Ribery. Yeah, you can make arguments, but then I don't. In recent memory, I don't remember a time where everybody was in agreement that there was one player that stood above the rest.
Oh, okay, I'll give you an example. Remember the year that Spain won the World Cup with Iniesta winning goal, killed us against Chelsea, the infamous goal. Again, you always hear a lot of people, writers, write about how corrupt the whole process of voting the best player in the world. So yes, I mean, not everyone should agree. Not everybody agrees, but that year it was so obvious that Iniesta was deserved to win it. But they gave it to who? Messi. So again, it's politics, because these guys, it's just like the way they vote who's gonna get the next host the next World Cup. All right, whoever Qatar probably with their billions they have, they probably paid Zidane and whoever else to get a vote for their country. So what my point is, naturally people will not disagree, but there are players that we can always see whether they get voted or not. We can always see that yes, this year this guy deserved it. Just like the year Lewandowski, I don't know, the corona.
Yeah, he deserved it. Yeah, because of COVID.
Yes. But I don't know if I answered your question.
And they gave him a plate to celebrate.
Right. Yeah, but again, so this time I think the majority of the people agree that Benzema deserved. I mean, what he did in Champions League was just out of this world. And
Fabricio, that goal, hat-trick back to back. Oh my God!
Even the one. You remember when they were playing that Nations League,
yeah.
Nations League, and there's a goal that is scored. I think it was against Italy.
I remember that goal. I remember.
I was like, Benzema is like on another level this year. Like he's like, there's no comparison.
I agree.
So yeah, there's always that year. It's same thing with Iniesta. That year when he scored the last goal with Spain.
2000.
I mean, he was the engine of that Barcelona team.
Yeah.
But again, that's why I always argue, and my friends hate me for this. I always say Messi and Ronaldo, yes, there were some years that they deserved it, but not all those years that they got it. And I don't think they're the best players in like they're the GOATs, as people say. I still think, I know I don't want to open this discussion, this debate, but personally, footballing wise, I think none of them is better than Ronaldinho.
I agree.
But
Mi-
yeah,
Miracle, Karim the Dream, Benzema for the Ballon d'Or. Well deserved. How do you rate it?
Well, to me, I feel it's a well-deserved award to him, no doubt, because the guy was outstanding in the UEFA
Wait, I'm
Champions
hearing
League
some
run.
background. I'm hearing some background. So I'm hearing one little baby crying or dancing or whatever was going on. Continue.
Yeah, it's my little sis. You understand? Like it's a well-deserved award because he was outstanding. He was outstanding. He single-handedly carried the Real Madrid team from the round of 16 down to the finals, and they
Mm-hmm.
delivered. And in the league as well, he was outstanding. So I feel, well, yeah, Sadio Mane, yeah, second place,
We'll
well
talk
worth
about
it.
Sadio. We'll talk about Sadio.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Miracle,
To me, I feel,
because when
I
when,
feel
when
it's
yeah,
a zero.
because when people look at Benzema, when they compare Robert Lewandowski and Suarez, like, Lewandowski score goals, Suarez score goals. But
No,
what I see in Benzema is different
okay,
than Lewa and Suarez because Benzema will show you I can score goals, I can link up, and I can dribble. He can do that also too. But you need Benzema to do it. He can do so many
yeah.
stuff where other
He's
strikers
he's
can
an
a little bit
he's
can't
an
even do.
all-round player.
All around for me. When you
He's
talk
an
about see,
he's an all-round player.
when a kid is growing up, you gotta tell him go and watch Benzema play. As a striker,
Yeah.
go watch Benzema because you will learn so much from that guy. Because I remember when he was brought from Lyon, people were like, Who is this guy?" It was in Green that was scoring goals. It was in Guin. But who is this guy? He kept his head up. He was humble. He played under Ronaldo when Ronaldo shining. When the times comes in, Benzema showed up. People were like, he was side chick to Ronaldo, but Benzema did not say anything. He kept working hard. Look at the hard work now. He won the Ballon d'Or. I'm not surprised
He
because
played off.
he
I'm
deserved
not
it.
even surprised if he should win it back to back.
He deserved it.
Yeah,
It's a well
I'm not
deserved.
surprised if he would win it back to back. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Yeah, because for me, he deserved it. He deserved it. You can't say more. He
Yeah,
deserved it.
it's a well deserved. You can't say you're giving it to Lewa when you know quite well that Lewa was not quite on outstanding last season due to the fact that they went out of the Champions League pretty early. And
Mhm.
same goes to Mane. No, though Mane was outstanding, but at least the UEFA Champions League final had given Benzema an edge over him. So I feel this
Mhm.
is a well deserved award. There was no foreplay, no lobby or anything.
Mhm.
It ended.
Yeah, I agree. Ogayemi, Karim the Dream, Karim Olugbenga Benzema. That's what we call him in our country, Nigeria.
Oh, I
Karim
think
Olugbenga Benzema.
No, Benzema was he is a generational talent, right? So when he was at Lyon, he was a winger at Lyon. He started as a left winger.
Mhm.
A lot of people tagged him generational at the time. He was at that Lyon team that won 7 Ligue 1 titles straight. I think he joined Lyon. That was his club, right? He
Mhm.
came through the academy there, and I think at 18, no, at 17, he broke into the first team. That was his star-studded team too. And then I think he joined Madrid at 20 or 21.
Mhm.
And man, people were like, "Oh, this guy, are you sure he's good?" Because then when he joined, they had Higuain, right? Higuain was the starting striker. People were like, "Are you sure Benzema will ever make it?" Like, will he? Well, I saw this guy, I knew he was a real deal. I remember when Lyon played Man U in the Champions League mid 2000s. Man, this guy dribbled the crap out of Gary Neville, man. I tell you,
Mhm.
this crazy guy. But talking about his exploits this past year, right? Which is why he got this Ballon d'Or. He has been phenomenal, right? He, scored clutch goals. As Madrid rampaged through, match to the Champions League title. He tried those goals against PSG,
Man City,
against
Chelsea.
Chelsea, against Man City in the semi-final. Those goals were, those goals galvanized the Madrid team and made them believe that they were on the path of destiny to winning this competition for a record 14 times. So it's I'm happy because I'm so excited for him because he deserves this, right? He has worked so hard, he has kept believing, he has never given up on himself. Even through when people doubted, his talent and his ability. You see that man beside him, Zinedine Zidane. He never stopped. They come from the same place in Algeria. They're both Algerian, and they come from the same place. They come from a city that has brought out so many world beaters like Rabah Maja, Zidane, Benzema. They brought up a lot of superstars from that city in Algeria. And I'm so I think we're all privileged to watch this guy. If you want to be a striker as a kid, you need to watch Benzema. Especially this last year, his hold up play, his ability to just on the spin, and then his positioning on the box. It's just exceptional. Like, I think when he's done with his career, I'll probably evaluate. He's probably one of the best strikers ever in the world. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think so. I think so.
one of the or the best.
I said one of the best. He'll
Okay,
be
okay,
one of the
okay,
best
okay.
strikers ever that have
I
played this
agree.
game. Um, he just needs to see a World Cup. I don't think they'll win the World Cup this year. Unfortunately, he was banned when
Another
France won.
player I want him to win the Ballon d'Or is Thiago Silva.
Thiago
Thiago
Silva,
Silva.
unfortunately, if Brazil wins the World Cup, they'll probably give it to Neymar.
Wow.
Benzema
I
will
think
win.
if Chelsea win the UCL with Silva, I think Silva will get the edge.
No, but that's a tall dream, man.
I know. I'm just kind of saying it because when you talk about Benzema in terms of exceptional as a striker, you have to talk about Silva too because
Yeah.
that guy, the way he defends as a central back,
Oh
people
yeah.
don't talk about Thiago
Yeah,
Silva.
Thiago Silva has been world class for more than 10 years, right?
Yeah.
He's
Non-stop.
not been talked about
He's
enough.
been he's been world class since 2011. That's 12. This is 12th season of being world class. And that's amazingly exceptional. For you to just maintain world class status for 12 seasons. This is 12th season in Europe. It's absolutely amazing, right? I know we're going to talk about Thiago Silva later, but
Mhm.
yeah, he's in a class of his own for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Another
But
Is
guy,
but
is
but
is 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 Benzema from that same country where Haji came from?
Alhaji Diop.
Haji,
No, not Haji Diop. There
no,
was another
Haji
Haji.
came from Morocco. Haji came
Morocco.
from
Okay,
Morocco.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Benzema is Berber. He's from Algeria.
Uh,
Algeria.
Oh,
okay.
somebody asked me a question. Shows how messed up the criteria is. Man, like, okay, the problem why I say Thiago Silva is if you look at the way people talked about Benzema, I rate Benzema very highly, but Silva isn't being talked a lot because when people talk, they talk about Sergio Ramos, Nemanja Vidic,
No, no, no,
Ferdinand,
no, no,
and
no,
Co.
no, no, no,
No, no,
no.
no.
Stop.
I mean,
So
people doesn't talk
before
about Thiago
before
Silva
wait
highly.
before you talk of Sergio Ramos, before Sergio Ramos even became close to world class, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy Thiago Silva was already world class. Thiago Silva has been world class since 2011, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Sergio Ramos, actually, if you look at both of them, I know people will say, unfortunately, Thiago Silva didn't play for Madrid. If he played for Madrid, he would have won all those titles too. But when
Mm-hmm.
you look at ability versus ability, Thiago Silva versus Sergio Ramos,
Mm-hmm.
very, very clear. The last disciple of Nesta and Maldini was
Mm-hmm.
Thiago Silva. You can see how he's very calculated. Even at 38 years old,
Mm-hmm.
he still has the ability to defend at the highest level. So
Yeah, because
I don't think
that's what
Sergio Ramos is just getting to 34, and I doubt if he will make 38 at this level.
because Bernard was asking me how does that criteria come into Thiago Silva with where he has to win the Ballon d'Or as a defender? Because the last defender that won the Ballon d'Or was Fabio Cannavaro, and
Yeah,
because he won
Cannavaro,
it
that
because
was
of
in
the World Cup.
2006.
That's what I'm
That's been
saying.
a long time.
No, was
That's
it
what I'm
Cannavaro or was it Maldini? When did went? But
No, no,
Cannavaro won it in
Cannavaro,
2006.
Cannavaro, 2006.
Cannavaro won in 2006.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
for me, I know we're going to talk about the World Cup and everything, but if Silva wins the World Cup and let's say Chelsea wins that UCL, Silva needs to be talking about in terms of the Ballon d'Or.
But
No, but Abdullahi, that it's difficult for a defender to win a
I
Ballon d'Or.
know, I know,
yes,
I know. Mhm.
And the issue with Thiago Silva is the problem is I feel like he wasted his career at PSG. I've said for a long time, PSG they destroy careers, man. Like similar to like another player is like Varati.
Mhm.
Varati is just wasting his life in PSG.
Verratti, yes,
He's wasting his life at PSG. Like
Mhm.
you don't like you avoid PSG. Like look at what the situation that Mbappe is in now. So it's I don't know, man. PSG is not
Wait,
good
let
for.
me ask a question. In that 2006 where Cannavaro won it, did they won? Did you any? Did he win anything in club level or not?
no,
No, no, no. That was 2006 was
Yeah.
Milan.
World Cup, the World Cup that they
I know he won the World Cup with Italy. Did he win anything for club level? No,
No,
right?
no, no, no. Because Cannavaro played for Inter.
Inter Milan. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. Because for me, I'm trying to find a case for Silva to win the Ballon d'Or because I believe he deserves to win the Ballon d'Or.
It's not happening, man.
I know
It's
it's not gonna happen, but apart from
because
Cannavaro, I don't see any defender that has won the Ballon d'Or apart from Cannavaro for me. I have not seen any defender because it's difficult for defender to win a Ballon d'Or. Very difficult because attackers will always get the high rate because of the goals they scored, the moment and everything. But the actual job a defender does is difficult right now in this era for a defender to win a Ballon. That's what I'm saying. I want a case, a good fund me for Silva to win the Ballon d'Or. For me, because if we're gonna talk about Benzema being this exceptional player, where he is, we have to have a discussion also with Thiago Silva too, because he has been an exceptional defender for a
Mm,
very, very long time. So
yeah,
much long. He's been playing football for a long time where I'm like, this guy, it deserves some accolade for me.
yeah, I agree. I know. I think Thiago Silva gets the recognition he deserves. I think everybody knows Thiago Silva. He's world class. He's been world class forever, right? And
Mhm.
he unfortunately, like I think, like this guy said, you don't see a lot of defenders even in that whole top 10 list.
Mhm.
I don't think there was a defender. There was a goalkeeper. Courtois
Courtois was
was
there.
there,
Mhm.
but I didn't see a defender.
Yes.
Um,
Mhm.
all the players there are all
Attacker, midfielder.
attacking forwards. Correct.
Mhm.
So only one goalkeeper, and that's because of his Courtois' exceptional games
Mhm.
through the Champions League last year.
That's
So
why Bernard is asking us the question that what criteria does he have to take for Silva to win it?
yeah, it's a tall order for him. Like so many ifs and buts.
Mhm.
It's to me Ballon d'Or or it just depends on to me what you it's 30%. To be very honest, it's luck of where you're playing. Like if you
Mhm.
play in England, you almost will not win the Ballon d'Or. The last person that won it in England was
Cause
Ronaldo in 2008, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Since then, no English player has won the Ballon d'Or.
Mhm.
And
yeah.
that's almost 14 years now. And it doesn't look like it's gonna change. I think what will it take? I don't know. For Thiago Silva, it's just time and chance, unfortunately for him. But there's nobody that you talk about Thiago Silva that won't say, "Hey, that was a
You know what it is though. Uh,
defender."
it's interesting that you say that because I think in recent memory, the last player to win the Ballon d'Or, and he didn't play in either for Real Madrid or Barcelona was the last player was Ricardo Kaká. I think Kaká was the last Ballon d'Or winner, and he won it in Milan.
For
The year
Milan,
before
correct.
that, it was Ronaldo, I believe, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
After that was see, I don't really put so much emphasis on this trophy because even Diego Armando Maradona never won a Ballon d'Or, right?
Mhm.
No, but it's
Never gave, he never
I
gave it
I
to him.
I'm kind of like, but then the thing
Yeah.
is,
Mhm.
I agree with you. Pele, Maradona. I don't think Pele or Maradona won it. I don't believe
I
either
don't,
won
I
it.
don't, I can't remember if Pele ever won it. Maybe he won one, or
Yeah,
maybe he never.
but
But
still,
those are the
bro, like,
greatest players that ever played the game. But I saw someone actually say, "Hey, Messi has won 7. Let
mm,
Maradona bring out his Ballon d'Or." I was like, "Bro, man, but Maradona, what Maradona did in his time, in his generation, and no player has equaled that so far, right?" Champions League then, Champions League then was not as glamorous as it is now. Remember, Champions League was revamped, I think, in '93. It wasn't even as glamorous in the '90s, right? People even rather play the Cup Winners' Cup or the Europa. The Europa League actually had some glamour at the time. Most of the best players actually pulled into that, like the big Ronaldo R9, right? R9 barely played up to before 2000 when he joined Madrid. He barely played up to 20 Champions League games. His teams were always just getting into the Europa League, which was a big tournament at the time. But people don't see that because right now, when you say Europa League, they're like, Europa League, crap league, Thursday football. But no, those days, Europa League was a big deal. It used to be called the UEFA Cup. It was a big tournament, and we all used to watch it. It used to be a very good tournament because then the Champions League was only made for the teams that finished top, right? It was the top teams. Then they changed it to the top 2 teams, but it never was top 4 until early 2000s or so when he now made the top 4. But it used to be the top 2 teams, and that was it. The other teams, that from the leagues, they have to play Europa League or what they call the UEFA Cup at the time.
Hello, Emmy. Let me ask you a question. Hello, guys.
Hey,
So,
well done, the Blue
well
Eyes.
done. So I have a question for you. So, what is in the past 20, let's say in the past 30 years,
Mhm.
what do you think has been the mold of the profile of the highest winning Ballon d'Or winners in the past 30 years? Do you think it's strikers? Do you think most of the winners have been strikers, midfielders, or defenders?
No,
Or
most
is it
of
a
the
mix?
oh no, not a mix. It's been biased towards the strikers and the attacking midfielders, the tens pretty much.
And then you're now saying that there's only one person since 2008 from EPL, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo.
And then the rest are from Spain,
Pretty
France,
much, pretty
Mhm.
Italy.
much. Most of the winners since 2008 have played in La Liga.
yeah.
Only yeah. I don't think there's anybody that has not played. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Actually, it's
It's
not
been
even
La
La
Liga.
Liga. It's you either have to play for Real Madrid or Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but could that mean that Highline tax, because you don't have that luxury to score as many goals in the EPL? That's
Mhm.
probably why there's not a lot of Ballon d'Or winners. The EPL is more midfielders.
No, but guys, I also don't. I also believe at their best.
And you understand what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
I get what you're
I,
saying,
I
but
I get what you're saying, but if you look at the skew, to me, this trophy or whatever it is
Hmm.
skewed towards La Liga, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. Because if you look at the past 18 winners, I think all of them have come from Madrid or Barcelona.
yeah, but then honestly, guys, can you? I understand. I mean, there's a few years where you can make an argument, but Messi and Ronaldo have been by far the two best players for a very long time. That's. I feel like that's fair to say. So I understand. You can make the argument for Iniesta 1 year, Schneider for another year. I remember Ribery had an amazing season. I know Robin had an amazing season. But if
No,
you
no,
look
no, no,
at
no,
it,
no. You're missing the point, bro. Calm down. Come back. Come back. That's not what we're saying.
oh
We're just trying to figure out. I know you're saying these two guys have been the best players, correct?
yeah, yeah.
Ronaldo, yeah, but most of them is just based on goal scoring.
Is it really goal scoring or just a perception? To me, this is just
There
like
you
stock
go.
market,
There
right?
you go.
This
There
is
you
just like
go.
stock market, right? It's just perception.
That's all. Because what is the
Yeah.
definition of a best player then?
Yeah,
Let's go.
it's
Let's go
really,
there.
it's definitely relative because you can't be a best player unless you play in all the leagues, and it's not possible.
Exactly. So
No,
again,
but then you have to make the argument of, I mean, then we get to the argument who is the best player then? Like, I don't know. Like, is it? You can make a fair argument that you can say there's the two best players are not Messi or Ronaldo. So I mean, I for me for the Ballon d'Or, I always wanted. For me, my general opinion is a Ballon d'Or should always go to the best player, irrespective of precision. I don't. I mean, that's
Okay,
just my opinion.
what do you guys in the panel think the Ballon d'Or would look like if a goalkeeper won it 5 years in a row?
Yeah, but this is it now, Blue Eyes. It's difficult because for a goalkeeper, you have to be exceptional that season. You have to be above the striker, the midfielder, and the defender. You have to be exceptional on a consistent level where you're like, oh my God, we can't change it. This guy deserves it. But also remember, international football also matters a lot. You gotta win something for your country to even have that comfort. That's what I'm saying. I want Thiago Silva to win the World Cup with Brazil and win the UCL with Chelsea. That conversation will be had because now people can say, okay, Neymar has won it with Brazil. What of Silva? Because he is the captain of Brazil and he deserves to win the Ballon d'Or. If you're gonna put in a defender, this guy has been putting up the work for a long time on a consistent level where people can say Benzema deserve it. Why can't Silva deserve the same thing too?
No,
Well,
Derek Akwe, I see you in the comments. The best
Mhm.
player in the team, yes, but also the best player in the best team.
yes,
So it
I.
has to be the left hand
But
washing the
but
right
then
and the right washing the left.
but no, but then that sometimes that doesn't work because you don't always have the best player playing in the best team. For example, you have Manchester City. People will argue today that Manchester City is the best team, but Manchester City don't have Karim Benzema, do they? So,
No.
No. No, what I'm saying is, if you are to be nominated as a best player, you
Mhm.
better be in the best team. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
no,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like,
You better be in the
what I
best
was
team.
telling, what I
You
was
can't.
telling Emmy.
Then if you're not in the best team, you shouldn't be mentioned. Is what I'm saying.
but no,
Yeah,
but that's not fair though. How's that fair?
Eh-heh,
Because here's the thing.
eh-heh.
No, here's the thing though. If, for example, the best team, let's just say Manchester City, they're the best team. Everyone knows they're the best team. They play against a team that has the best player and they get beat, say in the Champions League. Then you're not gonna nominate that guy because he's not playing in the best team. I don't know. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? So it's um I don't
No,
know.
it does work. It does work. Is if your name is being mentioned, your team better be in contention.
mm-hmm.
That's all. That your
I
team
agree.
better always be in contention, and
But
not only in contention,
yeah,
but you're winning. So you
I,
don't have to be like the best team is relative.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in the case of Ronaldo and Messi, you're right. They were in the
Yeah,
best teams at the
yeah.
yeah.
time.
You are right with what you said. That's why I'm saying I was telling Emmy before you came in that I want to have that conversation when Silva wins that World Cup and a UCL with Chelsea, maybe this year. Then you see that question will be harder because people that vote will be like, okay, let's wait a bit. Neymar has won it, yes. What of Silva? Because he's the captain. I'm like, okay, he plays for Chelsea. He has a UCL and he has a World Cup. Let's weigh it together. Let's weigh this because we gotta weigh it. Let's weigh it because the last
I,
defender
I can lie.
that has won a Ballon d'Or has been
Not gonna
Fabio
lie, I
Cannavaro
don't
in
know. I
2006.
don't with the Thiago Silva situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a scenario where Thiago Silva wins it. Even I don't even think there's a scenario where he comes even close to being top three,
Mm-hmm.
because of the Virgil van Dijk situation. Virgil van Dijk, well, I think there was a year he finished second. I believe was it second? Second.
Yeah. Second behind was it
If
one?
Virgil van Dijk with the season he had that season, if he didn't
Mm-hmm.
win it, I mean it's tough. Like I mean Neuer. I remember the year Neuer won the World Cup and
Yeah,
everything.
he didn't win it. Yeah, I
He didn't
remember.
win it, so it's you have to if only in order for a defender to win it, he has to do something exceptionally out of the ordinary. Like we're talking about something that people can like literally
Yeah,
say,
then they should just call it the Ballondor attack
yeah.
and call it a day. Like it's all for attackers. It has nothing to do with like I can't see a Makelele winning Ballondor. The
It's not
only
possible.
so what you're saying is the only reason we saw Kante in the ring, Kante's name in the ring was just to balance the equation.
Yeah, because
Uh,
it's from France.
I mean, even with Conte, like the like last season Ballon d'Or, people voted Jorginho. I saw top three. So I mean,
Georgie
no, no.
Porgy,
That
my boy, man.
tell. I don't know. Understand you guys are Chelsea fans. You need to explain to me how N'Golo Kante is now injured and he's lost his legs for covering for Jorginho, and he doesn't get the recognition. And Jorginho finished top three.
Okay, a
Explain to me.
question to the panel. A question to the panel. Let me ask a question. If Harry Kane scores 20 goals in the EPL and wins the World Cup, will he win the Ballon d'Or?
Ye-
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, I think he could. I think he will
He could.
because it's also English. The
Yeah.
English will push the narrative. They will.
Mhm.
They will push the
So,
narrative.
Blue Eyes, Karim Bezema, Ballon d'Or winner. Give me your take. And where do you rank him in strikers right now?
Wow. Where do I start, man? Yo, just congratulations to this guy, man, Karim Benzema. Basically, you see the transition from rough around the edges to growing up to being the guy,
Mm-hmm.
not only in Real Madrid but in world football. Like he actually has defined that traditional mold. He actually almost created his own lane
Yeah.
as a legendary striker.
Mm-hmm.
He can play from deep. He has an eye for goal. He's cold with his head. He can even beat you in the tunnel when you guys are lining up in the tunnel. Like how he beat Mendy in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Mendy go to him and say, "Can I get autograph?" Can you imagine?
Like you are sick with the head.
Wait. That actually happened.
Yeah,
Relax.
right.
I understand. Relax. Let's continue. No comments.
But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
just to see the way he has matured from all um the tough times and what he has turned out to be at Real Madrid, even for France, is just a thing is a thing to emulate for every young striker coming up, man.
I agree.
If you want to talk about big game player, big game player, Karim Benzema, man.
Yeah.
His name is going to be on that. He's got to be on that team list.
Mhm.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Classy goals, scrappy goals. Um, he's always on. Like Karim Benzema, he's always on.
Because realize for a young kid that is going to want to play football, if I want to be a striker, for me, I'll tell people go look at Benzema.
Go watch Benzema and come back to me.
If you are growing up and want to be a striker, go watch Benzema. That is why because before you came, I was like, I'm a big fan, huge fan of Kylian Mbappe, but he needs to use his brain and turn his brain well and be humble and play football and enjoy yourself. Learn from people who are older than you. Then from then, your talent will show for himself, not you talking. Let your talent be that one talking because Benzema have been through rough part a lot before this
Mhm.
moment is achieving right now. Is getting
Abdullahi, the issue is you went to the biggest issue I ever had with Kylian Mbappe is he moved to PSG. You remember what I said about Thiago Silva?
Mhm.
What would Thiago Silva's career be looked at now if he left PSG earlier? Look at now Mbappe going from Monaco to PSG. It is not a good environment. It was never a good environment for him, and for a player for him to look up to is Neymar. I mean, I love Neymar, the footballer. I just don't. Neymar is not a good influence. He's not. He simply isn't. If you have that player to look up to as a young 19-year-old player, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, 100%. Like the one of the worst decision he ever made.
Can I just finish on Karim Benzema
Oh
really
yeah,
finish
go
it,
quick?
go
finish
go
it,
go.
finish
Yeah,
it.
thanks, man.
Yeah.
Um, again, for this guy Karim Benzema, man, I just wanted to say, man, look at the smile on Zizou's face,
Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh man.
ear to ear. This is one you call ear to ear.
I think the this is the one is in 1999. It's 19th or 99. It's
Because
19th or
you know this, you know what this smile says on Zizou's face? I
99.
told you, motherfuckers. So
Mm.
he's been trying to tell this kid's story for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's been trying to tell his story in many ways. And guess what? This guy became a student.
Mhm.
Benzema took the passenger seat in this relationship. That's the reason why he learned. And I bet you it's the reason why this guy made this presentation on his behalf. Zizou. So yeah, man, this is just it's like it came full
Mhm.
cycle. It came full circle. Is it full circle or full cycle? How do you say it? What how does this say?
So full circle.
Yeah, full circle, exactly. It's full. This is literally full circle
Derek
right
said
here.
he looked like a proud father.
And look at the way he's playing today. Let's you know what? Let's talk post this Ballondor. Look at the way he's playing today.
Unbelievable.
Very matured football.
Unbelievable.
Like
So,
when you're talking about all
Very
round player,
matured football.
all round. Benzema is all round.
My goodness, man. I watched this boys' game. Yes, I said, dude, this is football.
yeah.
So again, congratulations. There's not much to say, but you know, when there's less to say,
Your
you know,
happiness. It's just
when
happiness.
there's less to say, no, this is how I'm gonna end this. When there's less to say, you know that this guy has put in work. There's not much to say, there's nothing to explain. The tasting of the pudding is in the what? It's in the eating.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is eating lunch anytime he's playing football.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Congrats. Congrats.
Real Madrid. You know, Red Abdullahi, right? Yeah. So I saw Red told me that apparently for two Paris' favorite player is Karim Benzema. I remember like when he signed him when he was 19 years old, that was his favorite player. Like there was this weird he for the team Paris always loved Karim Benzema, always believed in this player. I mean, you saw that video, guys. You had his three former managers, and now current manager Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah.
It was him. It was Carlo Ancelotti, Zinedine Zidane, and who else?
And the Leon manager and the president.
And then who else? Mourinho.
Mourinho.
Mourinho was there too, talking about Karim Benzema. I
Benzema,
mean, I mean, he's. I was so happy. I'm so happy that we already knew he would win it, but I'm so happy that he won it today, and he got the opportunity to be celebrated, because you look at his story, you look at how he gave gave Cristiano Ronaldo the limelight. He used to work for Cristiano. He
Mm-hmm.
used to do all the hard work for Cristiano. Cristiano Ronaldo score all those goals, winning all those Ballondors. He used to work hard for. There used to be a time people used to abuse him. People used to say he was not good enough to play for Real
They call him
Madrid.
side chick.
Oh, his own fans used to boo him. There's video clips of his own family used to boo him. Cristiano Ronaldo say, "Hey, calm, calm." I remember I think he was the only Cristiano Ronaldo at times at Real Madrid was extremely selfish. Cristiano Ronaldo gave up penalties, his penalties, and who did he give it to? Karim Bezema,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm so happy for him. When I remember when Ronaldo left, I never, and I'm gonna be honest, I never expected to see this from Benzema. I always believed that if Ronaldo left, the guy that was gonna step up for Real Madrid was gonna be Gareth Bale, and look how that turned out.
Yeah, I agree. Abdul, I know you have a lot to talk about Benzema. I know how much you admire him. Give me your take on the man himself, Karim Benzema. What more can you say? How do you rank him? The Ballon d'Or. Your take on Karim Benzema.
Yeah, big up everyone. Good evening. Um, yeah, first and foremost is I absolutely love this guy, and
Go ahead. Abdul, we can hear you. Can you guys hear him? Abdul, can you guys hear Abdul? Hold on. I'll be back. Can you guys hear Abdul? Where's Abdul? Can you guys hear me? What's going on? Can you guys hear me? Hear me? Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me. Oh, Miracle, hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, okay. I think people can hear me. Okay. I don't know what's going on. People are not talking. No. People are not talking. No. So where did Abdul run away to? Abdul, come back. Where do you run away to? So because for me, when people talk about what's called Luis Suarez, Robert Lewandowski, we don't talk much about Benzema because the way people the way people rate Benzema, be like, she been at Benzema now. We don't rate him highly, but this guy is an exceptional player, exceptional. With his, he's 35 years of age, and this guy is playing like as if he's 20 something years of age. Benzema is just too good of a player, very very good, exceptional for me, very very good for me. He deserved the award. He deserved to win the Ballon d'Or award because nothing much to say about Benzema. Humble, play football, just want to enjoy himself. Very good player. Very, very good. I'm happy. I'm very happy he wins it, man. I'm very, very happy because when I talk about people that deserve to win the Ballon d'Or, it's Benzema. It is Benzema for me. It is Benzema. So people might not talk much about him, but guys, he deserves to win. I'm happy for Benzema. I'm very, very happy. Extremely. Extremely is a big word, but I'm still happy for because of the hard work he put in and his ability as a player. I'm happy, very happy for Benzema. I can't see you can't hate. That's what people need to understand. You cannot hate. You can't hate. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't hate Benzema. You can't. Because when people say this, I'm like, you guys have to relax. You gotta respect Benzema for me. You have to respect Benzema. You gotta.
I think everybody respects Benzema. I'll be surprised if there's anybody
Well,
that watches this game
I mean, the
that don't.
problem is, if you look at the way they rate Lewandowski,
Mhm.
Suarez, and Co, they don't put Benzema in that level. Like maybe top 50, top 20. I don't think Benzema is top 50 or top 20 right now. I don't think so.
In where?
Maybe in terms of strikers, maybe like central forward right now. Right now, I'm putting him maybe top 5 or top 3 right now because he's that good of a player.
Yeah, no,
He's
Benzema is awesome. I
top.
think
Mhm,
I think he's as in last season he was the best player in all the leagues. Very
mhm,
hands down.
mhm.
There was nobody better than him.
Yeah, I agree.
There was nobody better than Benzema. I think he was the reason why Real Madrid won the double. They won
Mhm,
the league and the Champions League because of him.
mhm.
Yeah, and he's improved. He's gotten Vinicius high. Vinicius is now top six in the world. Vinicius finished sixth or eighth
Is
in
this
the.
for you?
Is this?
I
I
think
think
Salah is 6. Salah is
Mbappe,
6.
Mbappe was sixth. I think
Mbappe
Mbappe
is
was
6.
sixth. I think Vinicius was eighth. I think Erling Haaland was 10th.
10, yeah.
I'm sure
Mhm.
next season Haaland will go up. He'll probably be
Yeah,
fifth.
I agree. There's a guy I want to talk about too. That guy, he gave me joy when I watch him play. Is a pure happiness to me. Is Sadio Mane. He came second. I
Yeah, I'm
mean,
happy for him.
Sadio Mane. Just talk to me about Sadio. Just talk to me about Sadio Mane.
I'm proud of Stadio because man, today he didn't even have to show up with with suits and stuff. He wore his traditional Senegal. When that time when we small, like when they saw his Senegalese.
Ankara, Ankara.
that's the that's the highest, traditional this thing like they have very good tailors. I remember our tailor back in the day was
Mhm,
Senegalese too. but Sadio Mane had a fantastic. He had an okay season with Liverpool.
mhm,
It was one of the reasons why they pushed for that title, the quadruple that they were pushing for, towards the end of last season. But of course, they didn't win anything apart from the FA Cup and the Carling Cup. But Mane, I think this this second he came is a recognition of the AFCON,
AFCON,
right?
yeah.
It tells you that the AFCON carries weight
Mm-hmm.
by itself. He was the best player in the African Cup of Nations
Yeah.
in Cameroon and in the beginning of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And he pushed his country to winning their first AFCON.
I agree.
He didn't scam himself to second
He is
place,
kind
bro.
himself. Oh, he deserves.
He deserved the second place because of his, remember, the Ballon d'Or, also captures the African Cup of Nations too. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know anything about that. I
Mm-hmm.
tagged you guys to something. People were saying the Carabao Cup is greater than the AFCON. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Amani also played in the Champions League final. Thank you for that, SSB.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you look at his entire season, you
Mm-hmm.
would see that Liverpool went to the final, and then also he won the AFCON with his country, and
Mm-hmm.
he was the best. He's the best player in Africa too. So it's just all coincides that he's getting that number two, and this does him a huge boost anywhere he is now, right? Because he's top two in the world, right?
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
agree. Uh, Kim Black, Sadio Mane. But firstly, talk to me about Benzema.
Abdullah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, yeah. I can.
Yeah, Sadio Mane. I'm happy for the guy. But I've been seeing a lot of things on the internet, like maybe some people are saying he doesn't deserve second or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But well deserved, man. Honestly, um, I'm happy for his growth as well. All the way from Southampton to become a Ballondor. Second, number
From,
two
no,
on the
from
list.
Salzburg. From
I
Salzburg.
generally, yeah, I generally don't even think there should be a second and third in this Ballon d'Or thing. But you know, I feel like if you're gonna give a Ballon d'Or, just give to one person and, and forget about the rest.
Mm-hmm.
You can call it another award or something. You can call it another name, maybe like an MVP of the year or something. Makes sense instead of second Ballon d'Or, third Ballon d'Or, 10th, 25 Ballon d'Or. You know. Where was Salah on the list anyway?
Salah is sixth.
Where Lewandowski?
Lewandowski is possibly, I think, 5 or 4, something like that. I need to check.
Well, either way, it's good for the sport, good for the African continent. At least we have hope.
Mm-hmm.
An African guy will emerge too and have hope of at least if we say if Mane can get number second, maybe I can be number one too one day. It's great motivation for the continent of African players in Europe. So
I agree.
good one.
I agree. Give me your take on also Karim Bezema. What a player! You can't complain. We cannot. We can't say much.
Karim is a bad boy. I don't know how he just woke up at 34 and just blew everyone apart. I don't understand. It should be studied in school. Excuse me. Seriously, how he just woke up at 34 years and decided to be the best player on the planet. I don't understand it, really. It's still a mystery to me. But I don't know, maybe people pick differently. Maybe some people peak at 25, some people peak at 27. Maybe now is his peak period,
Mm-hmm.
and which I don't really understand as a striker where you have to do a lot of running and he runs a lot.
Yeah.
How his body at 34 is playing like he's 27 is still beyond me. So that means there is still hope for someone like Rashford to win Ballon d'Or, someone like Martial. Maybe by the time they clock 33, maybe they can win the Ballon d'Or then. Abi Abdullah. So
I don't
so
know. I don't know what King Cameroon is Rashford
so
and Mbappe, both of
so
them.
there is hope. Because this Benzema was from Tier 1 Break Academy to Ballon d'Or. That's some crazy story, man. That's
His story is a little bit complicated and also very
I,
interesting.
honestly I don't understand it really. But I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. They used to call him a bomb. Honestly, he will miss chances, clear cut chances like this.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, he just woke up 33 years, you know. And then I don't like what's not fair about this award is Vinicius Junior's position
It should be the number
because
4, right?
I feel like the presence of Vinicius Junior greatly helped Benzema a lot. I think he contributed more than 50% of Benzema's resurgence and Benzema's fire. I think Vinicius really contributed in it for like 2-3 seasons. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so I feel like he should actually be somewhere higher as well. Maybe it's 20 or something they put Vinicius or 25
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. So good for
I'm
Benzema.
very happy for both of them, both Sadio and Karim, because both of them have went through a lot. When people talk about Sadio, they put Salah, 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 this, Salah, this, Salah, that. I'm like, you have to respect LDO too. LDO has done something a lot where I am proud of. As an African, I'm proud to say I love Mane a lot because he's done a lot where I'm like, okay, this might deserve a recognition. But people talk about Salah because Salah is the face of Liverpool, so you can't complain. You can't complain.
Yeah. I just think we should just be one winner, man. For next season, they should stop giving. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
they should stop giving the second and third and fifth or sixth or seventh. You know, just give it to a winner. That's all. Let everyone else come and participate. So yes, because it doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you giving second and third for what?
It's a recognition now. They can do better than the first.
They should give him another. They should give it another name, not Ballon d'Or second best or third best, and you know. So that's how I say it. Courtois is on
Courtois
number one.
is the best goalkeeper. Yeah.
He should actually be in the Ballon d'Or distance. So do they ever give keepers Ballon d'Or
No,
anyway?
nope. There was a year where Manuel Neuer deserved to win it. He didn't give it to him.
And Messi was alive then. Probably Messi was killing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Messi and Ronaldo that has stopped a lot of people from winning awards.
Yeah.
Really.
I think that's why I said I was telling Blatt and they made me that I would love Silva to win the World Cup with Brazil and also maybe win a UCL with Chelsea. That competition could be held, but it's difficult because attackers will always score goals. Silva will not be recognized in the level of Benzema and Co. The way they be recognized. That's my problem.
The thing is, because of the time Thiago Silva spent in PSG, it will not be recognized. That's one thing. It will not be recognized.
Mm-hmm.
It will not be recognized. That's it. All this PSG, Man City, you will never see their players on number 2, number 3, even if they win Champions League.
KDB is on
Honestly,
number 3. KDB is on number 3.
KDB.
Yeah, he's on number 3.
So where is Modric on the list?
So the top 3 is Benzema, Mane, and KDB.
Benzema, Mane, and
KDB.
KDB.
Yep.
Did KDB deserve number 3 anyway?
At the moment, I think he does. With the way he's been playing recently, I think he does.
But how about Modric?
Modric also does. Yeah, I can argue with that.
Because I can still remember even the league win and the Champions League run. Modric was vital to everything as well. So.
I can't disagree with what you're saying, but that's where the problem is. We don't know the criteria they use because people say the criteria they use is club and man and players vote. If it is club and players, it's difficult because now if they want to do it, Modric is going to be like a La Liga contender. And people doesn't want that because Benzema, Madrid, Modric, Madrid, Thibaut Courtois, Madrid. You can understand people be like, why, now? This is not fair now. So I can understand them.
What crucial goal did KDB score, or what big game did KDB really perform or something? I don't think KDB should be on that top 3, top 5 list, but that's just me anyway. And I think he's loved. He's loved. So I think it's just a fan a fan voting system or maybe FIFA.
I
I don't
think
know.
players and manager and also fans
Yeah,
also too.
yeah, maybe that.
Mhm.
Maybe that.
For the ladies, Alexis Putellas also won it again, back to back Ballon d'Or.
Oh,
Alexis Putellas, she plays for Barcelona.
you see that Barcelona team is just wicked, a wicked team.
She wicked woman being, right?
Honestly, that Barcelona female team is just a very wicked team. They can score 20 goals in one game.
That team is something else, man. And I'm happy for some.
Where's our Sam Kerr on
Yeah,
the
she
Ballon
came
d'Or?
third. She came third.
That's nice.
Yeah, she
That's
came
nice.
third. And I
Coach of
was
the
even
year.
I was about to talk about her because I'm very happy about her. She came third.
Female coach of the year.
Female coach of the year.
Maybe it's the Barcelona coach.
I
Or
think
maybe
it's the England manager that won it. I'm not sure. I need to check. But Sam Kerr being the third, I'm happy for Sam Kerr.
yeah, Kirby and Kerr. Those guys are good.
I'm very,
Those guys are
maybe if
good.
Chelsea win the UCL in ladies, maybe Kerr can be recognized though.
Yeah. But to win the
Because,
UCL will be hard.
because Alexis Putellas has won it back to back already. Yes, exactly. This is what SSB saying. They get spanked in the UCL by Leon. That's why I'm like, how did Alexis Putellas win it? Because they get spanked by Leon. How did she win it? They get beaten by Leon. So how did Alexis Putellas win it? That's one I don't understand though. Okay, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Me, I don't understand because Leon beat Barcelona in the UCL final in the ladies. So how did they win it?
I think it was Leon that beat them or something.
Exactly. So how did Alexis Putellas win it then? How did she win it?
Maybe he had the highest goal and
How
maybe
did they win
scored.
it?
You can
Because
be
I'm
the best
confused.
player and not win. You don't have to win it now. If you check the Champions League run as well, I think Benzema was the highest goal scorer too.
Mhm.
So
This
all
is
of
what I
them.
want to ask now. King. Gavi. How did Gavi win the best player ahead of Jamal Musiala and Jude Bellingham?
Young player of the year.
Yeah, how did they win it ahead of Jamal Musiala and Jude Bellingham? How?
See all those players put
Abdullah,
together.
that young player of the year, it was robbed. Like I don't know if it's compensation to Barcelona. I mean, so, as in when I saw it, I was like, Jude Bellingham is there, Saka is there. What did Gavi play now? Come on, these guys they are just buying those things. I beg you,
Because maybe
they're
I'm
buying their
surprised
way.
that Gavi ahead of Bellingham and Musiala. That's
Wait,
tough. Oh.
what did he play? Like a
Do you know
team that
Musiala?
got knocked
Musiala,
out,
Musiala is
that
among the
got
top.
knocked out for
Do you know Jude Bellingham is among the top scorer of the UCL this season?
yes, no,
He's
of course.
among.
The guy had improved his game. Last season he was playing more of a DM role in by 04. That's in
Okay, Gavi
Dortmund.
won over Saka, Bellingham, Kamavinga, Musiala, and
Yeah,
you know.
no, check it
But
over
how did
Saka.
Gavi, for me, how did Gavi even win it ahead of Musiala, Jude Bellingham? That doesn't make any sense. Oh.
Even Rodrigo.
Exactly. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, Rodrigo scored in the
Amy,
semi-final of the Champions League,
Amy,
scored in the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
Amy.
So how is
One thing
Gavi?
you understand. One thing you understand is that this Barcelona team have been buying all these awards for a very long time now, like for quite a long time. So it's not a new thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree that this Barcelona team they've been buying these awards because guess what? With Gavi winning this now, his value has gone up, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because that's what I'm
But come
surprised.
come to think of
Is
Abdullah,
Gavi
come to think of it,
is
like if they should keep Gavi and Jude Bellingham in the market, let's say they keep a price tag of 60 or 50 million each, everybody will
I
be
thought
rushing for Jude.
they put 1 billion release clause on Gavi now.
No, but
He would
to
stay
be
there
very
until
honest, I agree with what you're saying, right? If they put 60 million pounds on both Gavi and Bellingham, people will buy Bellingham as quick as possible. Nobody will even look at Gavi. Gavi, that's 60 million. Nobody's going to gamble 60 million for him at this rate. And then
and
let's
King.
even talk about let's even talk about. No, I'm not even going to talk about Musiala and Rodrigo,
Saka.
who to me are even like 5 steps ahead of Gavi right now.
And come to think of it, like this Barca team, they crashed out of the Champions League last season to Europa League.
Yeah, and even that Europa League, they didn't get to the semi-final.
They didn't even get to
They
the
lost in the
semi-final.
semi-finals to Frankfurt, or the quarterfinals. I think it was quarterfinals to
So
Frankfurt.
yeah, it was in the semi. It was in the semi.
Was it semis? Yeah.
No, it was in the quarters.
No, it was yeah, it's quarter, yes. It's
It was
quarter, yes. It's
quarterfinals.
quarter.
Yeah.
Just imagine. And then he ended up being the best player.
That's BS, man. To me,
They're
I don't
just
understand that
buying the
part.
award. They've
Yeah,
just
and
been
that's
buying the
why
award. There was
people should stop, putting so much emphasis on these awards, right? Because to me, the awards are just what it is, right? It's just
this was the same thing that ruined Schneider's career, because he came out and said like the season when they lost that final
no,
to Club N.
the season he won the treble and he took Holland to the final in South
Yes, he
Africa,
won the
right?
treble and everything,
Yeah,
and they went to
yeah,
the final in South Africa. That was
in the
2010,
World
and
Cup,
then they
yeah,
ended up giving it to Messi,
yeah.
and the thing really
And Messi was
it
not
really it was
Messi
nothing.
lost in the semi-final to the same
Was
Inter
bang
Milan.
average.
And then also, Messi was in that disastrous Argentina team that was destroyed in the quarterfinal. So
Yeah,
at the end of the day, the Snyder could not say what he couldn't put his hands on why he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. I think that was when everybody found out that this Ballon d'Or is a scam. Yes, it's a scam. I
like
agree. I agree with
Schneider came
Benzema.
out and said, yeah, Benzema, no doubt, he deserves
Yeah,
it.
no doubt. He was outstanding this season. No shaking.
And there was one
So
Who's a small mommy?
yeah,
Because
but when I knew Ballon d'Or no pure, when you look at the past winners, you see Pele never won Ballon d'Or. Well, at that time they didn't have Ballon d'Or. But Maradona never won the Ballon d'Or. Even in 1986, when he won the World Cup, he didn't win it. I think they gave it to someone. I forgot who they gave it to.
the year that Henry could have won, they gave it to Neville.
George Weah won
That's
it.
ridiculous.
No, George Weah, they didn't have a choice. That was 94. No, that was 95. They didn't have a choice. He was outstanding. I mean, it was 95 or 97. I think it was 95. He was outstanding. They could not give it to him. He scored.
They couldn't
He
manipulate
played.
it.
So in that 95, I think it was the quarter final against AC Milan. George Weah probably scored one of the best goals in the Champions League in that decade. Or when the guy just carried the ball, he ran at the Milan defense. This is Bros them, Baresi, Costacota, Maldini. He ran through them and scored. Everybody was like, "Whoa, who's this guy?" The next season, Capello bought him in Milan. Yeah. So they didn't have a choice. He was the best player that season. He was outstanding. He played for PSG that season, right? So they didn't have a choice but to give it to him. I think when you look at it, he was the last. I'm serious. Wait, I'm going back. He was the last Ligue 1 player to win the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, George Weah.
And those era then it's difficult to even get Ballon d'Or those years.
And you see too, I'm not saying Mbappe will probably look at it and say if he was playing Real Madrid or Barcelona, he'll be top 5, he'll be top 3 or top 4.
But I mean, the problem with Mbappe is the arrogance in him can't take him anywhere. He needs to be humble and just play.
Yeah.
Your talent will show for you, not you showing for your talent. That is my issue with Mbappe. That's my issue with him. Because see Mbappe is playing in the French national team where he's playing with experience, class player that has won things for their club and country. Mbappe needs to understand that I'm in the level where I just need to be humble, play my ball, and enjoy myself. I don't want to shenanigan around Mbappe.
Wait, the year that France won the World Cup, who won the Ballon d'Or?
Modric.
It was Modric.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But Modric, he had an outstanding year that he won the UCL that year.
Yeah, he won the UCL. And he took his country to their first ever final.
Yeah, I agree. So Modric deserve it. And our girl, Emmy, Samke became third.
Oh, she came third.
Just as in this police stuff, a lady that had injury, like was it January or February?
Putellas. For me, she did not deserve to win it this year. She doesn't deserve it to win it this year.
I'm telling you, these guys, they are buying this stuff.
They bought that thing, man. I'm telling you. Yeah.
How did Alexis Putellas win it this year when Barcelona were necked up by Lyon?
Exactly.
I'm like, what's going on with Alexis Putellas when they were necked up by Lyon?
In the Women Champions League, yeah, true.
Exactly. So I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, I agree. The previous year, she did well because they beat Chelsea in that final, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Sam Kerr was outstanding all around. Come to think of it.
Yeah,
she has been top scorer for the past consecutive 3 seasons.
So let me just say this here. I believe that that at the end of the day, it depends on where you're playing. Yeah. That's what this Ballondor is telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Because
not even that, where you're from. Where you're from as well. Your national.
See, Sadio Mane is the first player that's broken into that Ballon d'Or top 3 since George Weah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. No, because people say they don't recognize African player, but they recognize Sadio Mane though.
They had to. They didn't have a choice.
They recognize his talent.
But let's say if Bayern should win this Champions League and maybe Senegal goes into the quarter or semi, how do you see the chances of Mane winning the next?
It might.
It counts.
But this is what now, because when we were talking about Benzema being exceptional and magnificent, which I did not disagree with. That was what I was telling them. I brought out Thiago Silva because I've never seen him even being in the podium of Ballon d'Or. The last person I've seen win Ballon d'Or as a defender is Fabio Cannavaro in 2006. So I'm like, okay, he has no chance where you see players like Benzema and Lewandowski scoring goals. There is no chance for Silva. And I told them, if Chelsea win the UCL this year and Brazil win that World Cup, an argument can be made for Thiago Silva. An argument can be made for him. An argument can be made that, okay, let's view this. This man deserves an award. Let's view this.
So what happened to N'Golo Kante then?
Another player, if he has an exceptional season after his injury, another conversation can be made also with Kante too.
Which one is after his injury? He won the World
Cup.
Abdullahi,
the best player on the planet is captured by FIFA. Yeah. FIFA has his own award. I believe that more than the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
I think because that FIFA one, at least you can tell that there is some kind of metrics they use to, and it's consistent. It's not some group of people in a bar in Paris just sit down and say, win the Ballon d'Or.
Benzema win that one too. I won't be surprised.
Yeah, sure. But they won't give that one until after the World Cup. So, yeah. So that one is based on the World Cup for sure. Yeah.
I agree.
It's that one is a calendar year. I think Ballon d'Or is based on the season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I say if Chelsea wins the UCL now, Silva might come into consideration as a defender, but I don't think they will consider him though.
Abdullahi, Chelsea cannot win the Champions League. Please stop.
I don't want Silva. I just want Silva to win something. It needs to be recognized, man. It's been disrespected a lot, and it doesn't make me happy. A player like Caliber.
Nobody disrespects you. Anybody that does doesn't know football and doesn't understand football. That's just the fact.
Emi, they are disrespecting Silva. If you look at how
No,
many
they
players
can't disrespect. No, they cannot. See, Son has been world class since 2011, non-stop. Ha. It's not how many defenders have done it. You can only count with your hands, huh? Even Van Dijk. How many years has Van Dijk been world class? And now he's no more world class. He's falling off the radar.
SSB said, what about Samuel Eto'o, who was the top 3 in Ballon d'Or?
Samuel
Another player.
Eto'o. Was he top 3?
I think it was top 3.
When?
Was it behind Ronaldinho?
Ronaldinho, yeah.
Ronaldinho, Henry,
2006,
Eto'o, or
8.
something like that.
What year was
Lamp-
2009?
It was the same year Lampard came
Lampard
third
came
or second.
third.
I don't know. I
20,
can't remember.
2020. Is it 2012 or 2011? I've forgotten that year. I've forgotten. What year was it? People in the chat, what year was it?
2011, Eto'o was playing in Inter.
Exactly. So what year was it?
So it must be 2007 or 2006.
2007.
Maybe 2007 it was Kaka, right? 2006 it was Ronaldinho.
Bernard.
Who is saying that rubbish in that comment?
Bernard, are you on the wrong? Are you on the wrong?
Saying Salah is
better
better
than
than
Eto'o? No way, man.
Are you
Bernard,
sick?
No way.
if you are drinking Igbo, stop it.
Are you sick in the head?
Salah. Eto'o is
Salah has never won a treble in his life.
Forefather.
Are you sick?
When Neto is playing, Salah will lace his boot. He will clean up his boot and tell
Allah, if they are talking about top 20 greatest African players,
Salah will tell them,
let
me clean your boot, Baba. Baba is too dirty. Let me
you
clean
sick
it. Let me polish it for you.
Is Salah better than Finidi? Yeah.
So all this modern day fans. These guys, they started watching football.
Salah is not better than Abu Treka of Egypt is not better than him.
Salah is not better than many players. I can name you. I'm even thinking of some other players. John Shoes Moshu of South Africa, 1998 AFCON. He's not even better than that guy. John Shoes Moshu. I can call many African players.
Make me laugh.
Salah is not close.
This guy is sick.
Who do the voting to know football? There was one year where the guys were at Trent and Aubameyang top one. Like, is this true? Excuse me?
Sometimes, if it is being voted by journalists, then there must be vote buying. Yes, of course.
This is deep. But I think it's being voted by the players and the manager with the fans also too. So it's tough, but
the top officials in the system.
For Karim and Sadio Mane, because both of them deserve it for me. Both deserve it. For me, they do. They do for me, though. They deserve it for me. You can't take out what they have done in football. You can't take it out. Both of them deserve it for me. You can't take it out, man. Because if you look at them, it's difficult right now. Because the level which Benzema is playing, bro, Miracle, is difficult to find.
Yeah, sure.
It's difficult to find. Very difficult. Very, very difficult to.
It's been I just want to ask, why is it that players in clubs like Liverpool, Man City, PSG, or something, no matter how they play, they don't really rate them as high as maybe clubs like Man U or something?
Because, King, there's prestige in everything. There is prestige, and also sometimes, depending on the club you are playing for, there's also high rating too. Because if you look at Mbappe, PSG, he won't get that accolade because he's playing for PSG. If Mbappe is playing for Madrid or Barcelona, Perez and Laporta will make them.
That's why I told him to come to. He needs to come to Chelsea and win the Ballondor with us. But
it's possible though, because all eyes will be on him in EPL.
Honestly, like if he, Drogba came fourth or something.
Yeah.
So
there was a time when it was Ronaldo, Lampard, and was it John Terry, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was Ronaldo, Lampard, and John Terry.
Yeah, but
2008.
But there was a time where Ronaldinho, Eto'o, Henry, Lampard too, because Lampard was nominated like two years.
yeah,
He was in top five. Even there
I
was a
agree.
year Iniesta was on fifth or fourth.
Straight back to back.
I agree. I agree. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Mbappe needs to just humble. Just forget about that shenanigan around you. Forget about arrogance and just play football with happiness. You will win the Ballon d'Or when the right time comes in. Just play your ball and enjoy.
He
Because
needs to come to the limelight. He needs to
King,
appear
because
where
what
people will
people will say
see
about
him.
Mbappe is people will be saying Mbappe is too arrogant, is this. But when they want to talk about Benzema, people will tell you, Benzema work hard though. This man a hard worker. Benzema is an humble football player, and when he plays, you feel so much happiness around him. That is a human. This is part of apart. This is taking that football out of it too. Normal human being taking football out of it. That is what Mbappe needs to learn in his brain. Be humble and play football with
Abdullah, let me
happiness.
just drop this real quick.
Mhm.
Let me drop this real quick. Did you know the club Fabio Cannavaro was playing when he won the world best, the Ballon d'Or?
I think it was playing for Inter Milan, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Inter Milan
It's
in
Real Madrid.
2006?
It's Real Madrid.
What? Oh, yeah, that's
It's Real
yeah.
Madrid.
Sorry, Madrid. Yes, yeah. But
So
he
you
only
can see
won the
the
World Cup
agenda.
that year. No. He won the World
Yeah.
Cup that year, but he did not win the UCL though. Did he win the UCL that year? I don't think he won that
They
UCL that
did
year.
not. They did not.
He won the World Cup.
You can see
He
the
won that World
agenda.
Cup.
Look
No,
at the agenda.
no wonder all these people rejected us to join Barca and Madrid.
That was the reason why Hazard was aiming
Wow.
to move to
Now,
Madrid,
wow.
because if he can go to Madrid and maybe have a good season and win the UCL, he's winning the
Blue Eyes,
Champions
give
League,
me your
but
take on Sadio
thing did
Mane.
not
He
work
came
out the
second.
way he chose.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah. Blue Eyes, give me your take on them. Dio, Sadio Mane. He came second behind.
Like me, I feel that Mbappe should just move out of that PSG team.
We'll see. We'll see. If he has that gut and that boldness, we'll see. We'll see.
Me, I feel
Everybody that I moved out of PSG has won the UCL. Thomas Tuchel left, he won the UCL. Thiago Silva left, he won the UCL. So he needs to move. If Mbappe like himself, get out of your comfort zone and play in another club where you will be seen across the whole world. That's it. That's it. Blue Eyes, Sadio Mane.
that's it.
Yeah.
Recognition from my brother, my African brother.
Congratulations to Sadio Mane.
He came second.
He came second, man. Fantastic achievement. I know second is not enough for him. He's a winner. He's always
He
a
also
winner.
won an award too. He also won an award for
What's the award?
Socrates something award
Oh yeah.
for humanitarian.
Okay.
and helping people.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Mhm.
All I can say is congratulations to Sadio Mane, and I wish him all the best in his next chapter of football.
Yeah,
He's been
humanitarian award. And they said they also had in the AFCON when he won for Senegal, Auto 2. Socrates Award.
Socrates Award. Okay,
Yeah, Socrates
congratulations.
Award.
Yeah.
He helping tackling social issues.
Oh, really? Okay, he must have. Yeah, he does a lot of work in Senegal, man.
In Senegal, yeah, building hospital, building everything.
Absolutely,
So he won.
absolutely.
Yeah, Sadio Mane. So my big bro from African border, Senegal, man, respect Sadio. LDO, respect. This one said Fury Sadio, man. I love Sadio Mane, man.
Sadio is a king. That guy, if that guy should contest election in his country, Senegal, Wala is winning.
I agree.
Of course, now. That one.
He's winning, no doubt, my G.
I agree.
This
I
guy,
agree.
one thing you understand is that when it comes to doing things for
He's gonna
humanity,
have to
it's
compete
not about
against
how wealthy you
Elhaj
are.
Diouf, though.
Mm-hmm.
He has to compete against Elhaj
It's
Diouf.
not about how wealthy.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's
it's
true.
not about how wealthy you are.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, do you know that the moment he signed that deal with Bayern Munich, he started building a football stadium.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
Started building a football. He said he want to build about two or three in his hometown.
Nice.
Outside that, the guy had built a lot of houses, schools,
These are the,
church, and
these are
so
the
on.
things we expect people
Guy,
like Okocha,
guy, and
Kanu to do.
he pays
But
each family,
You have a
but
he
gre-
pays
point
each
there, King
family
Black.
monthly in his
but,
own time.
but greediness will not allow
Can you hear me?
Okocha and all these
You have a
King Black,
point.
relax. King Black,
They are
relax.
doing
honestly,
work. Oh.
they
Let's
are
not
killing
get it
That's
people.
just
twisted,
it.
King Black.
This guy,
They're doing work. Relax.
They're doing work, but
I
King Black,
swear,
you have a point. I
if
hear you.
this guy is giving out almost 50% of his income,
No, I hear
if
you,
not
King Black. What you're
50%,
saying is
he's
true.
paying
Mhm.
each family. He's paying each family in Senegal, in his hometown.
Hmm.
I love LDO though. Is it for me? It's a fantastic player. I love LDO. Sadio Mane, I love him. Very good player.
I was gonna say that
Hmm.
I was gonna say that Liverpool hasn't been the same in his absence, and then they put together a masterclass on Sunday. So I don't know what to say again.
But there's no way. You see, have to talk about LDO in Liverpool because it will finally show one of these matches. It will show. We'll be like, imagine Mane was in this match. It would
Oh,
have did
there's
it
been a lot of games like that already. There's been a lot
exactly.
of games.
Yeah. Maybe for me, I was Saturday match. They just decided to turn up. In some matches, they'll become break. I'm like, they need money in these matches. It happens. It happens. So it
They
happens. But
got
I'm happy
destroyed.
for Sadio Mane. Blue Eyes, Sam
Yes.
Kerr. She came third.
Congratulations to Sam Kerr.
But I'm not happy with the lady that won it because she doesn't deserve to win it this year. Alexis
Yeah.
Putellas.
Sam Kerr, listen, you might have not won it, but you are our Ballondor, man. Don't worry.
Mhm. Yeah.
You are our own special Ballondor,
Samantha
That,
man.
King.
that that guy, I wish they can swap her for Kai Havertz so that we can have honestly like
King
that
Black.
guy. He's shooting, her shooting boots, everything, her passing, decision making, everything is better
Sam
than
Kerr.
honestly.
Team blood don't kill, man. It's happened.
Sometimes I just look at men. Men will be playing football like this, and I will look at female football. You see them shooting from 30 yards. Ha,
Give me Sam Kerr for Kai Havertz.
I'm telling you, maybe you
Abdullah,
can.
don't ever talk about Kai Havertz again.
I'm not saying anything, Blue Eyes. I have kept my mouth shut. They have roasted me on Twitter and also on stream too. Whenever I ever do anything, they'll tag me. See your boy Abdullah. I was like, oh my god in heaven. I'm waiting for that day that guy will shut up everybody's mouth, but he has been playing
Before,
abysmal.
before we signed him, I've always been against it. I've always before we signed him, I've always been against the signing. Honestly,
Hmm.
I just knew it was not going to be a successful signing. Even before we bid, as soon as I saw the name,
Yeah.
I checked some of his compilations out. I was like, no, this is not it. I was like,
Mhm.
this is not it. Plays football as if it's table tennis or something.
Relax,
No,
relax.
no, you need to have the killer instinct. You need the killer instinct in a big club at the top. Look at Benzema now, 25 yard, boom with the left leg, boom with
Yeah.
his
You
right
can't
leg.
compare
Killer
Benzema with
instinct.
Kai now. Stop.
See, at least see you don't have to score every game, but sometimes show us what you have in your locker. Force the keeper to make a save so that the keeper will be worried, aware
When you're
that you are
coming
there,
down, thank you.
you are in the game. You don't have to score every game, but don't just receive the ball and pass it back. The people are not just they're not worried about you. People are not they're not putting you into their plans. At least if Haaland is playing against us, we are going to be worried about Haaland all game. KDB, we'll be worried about KDB's passing. He can shoot from outside. At least we can be worried about something. Mahrez on the right, he can dribble. He
Hi.
might create
Oh
danger
my
from there.
brother, man. Listen, yeah, I hope people are listening to what this one King Black is saying.
Mhm.
Honestly,
This
like
this
you, you don't need to score every game, but at least
no.
give us something to be worried. Give the opposition something to be worried about. You just don't have anything to be
This
worried
is my
about.
problem with Kovacic. He doesn't give anybody anything to
Oh,
look
Frank
forward
Kirby is fifth. Wow. I'm impressed. Frank Kirby is sixth.
to.
He's
You see
fifth.
all these Barcelona players, they need to check them. They are not women.
Blue eyes.
If you
I'm
if you see
suspecting
how
Barcelona lady. I'm suspecting them.
if you see how they play,
Nah,
I'm
Sam
suspecting them.
Kerr.
they are strong, they are quick, they passing, they're shooting, everything.
I wouldn't mind playing, one-on-one midfield with Sam Kerr.
But I noticed something.
At least we
Uh,
can like practice our shooting.
I notice our women are not as skinny as the Barcelona women. Be like say they too they chop burger for that for that London. Honestly, look at Rhys James' sister, Kebi and Kel. If you see all their laps, you go say, you just the chop
Stop.
turkey for London.
Stop.
You know
Like,
the chop turkey for
so,
London.
game
If
black,
you
stop.
see all these Barcelona players, you will know they are vegan, whether
King
not
guy,
vegetarian,
like.
because they don't have any fat at all.
But guys,
So
I'm surprised. Oh, I'm surprised. Leon won the UCL for the ladies, but their name is not in Ballon d'Or.
King
What's
Black,
going on?
you're evil, man.
King Black is something else. I don't understand King Black.
honestly, I used to watch their game. I actually enjoy watching it. You will just see them big laps. I say,
But blind,
bro,
guys, you know what surprised me? Look at watch those ladies matches, especially Sam K. The way that lady shoot. Last season, I said it. If 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 I have that power, I could just swap Timo Werner and Sam K in the same, just swap them out. Bring Sam K
Abdullah, Wallah, I
to
wouldn't lie.
the
Like
main game and take Timo Werner to the female
I
game.
watched Sam Kerr against Manchester United. Ah, just go and watch her highlight against United. You know this guy. Like if we had Sam Kerr in our team last season, we would be contesting for the league.
Well,
honestly,
this is a question to you.
the lady knows where the post is, and our men don't. Really, I don't know what we are
Since
doing.
as in
Nothing.
there was this goal she scored against United. They
I want
crossed the
that
ball
question. I
in.
want
Like
that question.
she just controlled the ball with her chest, flipped it one leg. And I was like, if a girl can score this, what stop Havertz from scoring this kind of goal? No, me sir,
Harvard is in trouble.
I'm just
Oluwa
surprised.
mi o. Harvard, please.
You know why we signed Kai Havertz to the animal. Say in London, once you have cat, donkey, and all, they call you like they kind of worship
Humanitarian.
you.
You're a
Yeah,
humanitarian. Yeah.
you're humanitarian. You love animals. You love pets. So you are like a poster boy that loves pets, and no matter what you do, you're going to get away with it. Look at Zuma now. For kicking my own cat again, they won't send me go jail. So so everything Kai Havertz is doing wrong, they are forgetting it because he plays with animals. I strongly believe that's why he's still playing. Honestly, like I don't know why he's still playing.
Abdullah, man.
Honestly,
Abdullah, let's call it spade a spade. Kai Havertz has been destroyed.
the guy is bad.
Kai
He's bad.
Havertz has been destroyed, Abdullah. I don't know what the heck is going on here, man. Chai. Oh boy, King Black, you be wicked soul, man.
No, this guy he has frustrated me. I can't lie.
I
And
give
the
up
only
on him already.
before we signed him, I've already given up on him.
I gave
And
up
I'm
on
never the type of person that kind of like write a player off, but I just knew that's how he plays. Like we don't need him. We don't need to have him in our
No,
team.
we
He's
don't.
neither a striker, he's not a winger, he's not a creative player. I've never seen him play a good pass. I've never
Or
seen him
even
play a
create
good
or-
pass.
Yeah.
He's never played a
Preach.
good pass. I like just pass between defenders and let's see. We'll be like, wow, what a brilliant pass from Kayava. I've never seen anything like that. No substance.
It's
Honestly.
frustrating. No, I am with you, man. I gave up. I was his chief marketing officer for a very long time, and then I gave up, man. I quit that job quick. I'm like, what the hell is
Well,
this?
the thing about him is, as soon as he scores, even if he's playing really bad in a game, once he scores like this, people forget everything he has done wrong for the game. Maybe that's just how football is. But for me, I don't watch football like that. Even if he scores, that's why I said Sterling has been poor since day one. Since he stepped in Chelsea, he's been
Yeah,
poor.
the problem with me and Sterling, King Black, is I'm a fan, so it's hard for me to take off my fan glasses and evaluate Sterling. His file is on my desk right now. Trust me, the guy has been putting up stinkers, but
I agree.
I'm a strong believer of if you're a winger, you need to your defenders needs to be worried of you. Remember when we had Eden Hazard?
You make me remember player.
Once the
Hazard
ball
is just
touch-
so good, man.
once the ball touches his leg, defenders are backing up already, and that's creating space for other players. Once the ball touches his leg and he faces the defender, they start backing off. Even if there are two of them or three of them, they back off. Before you know, this guy drops his shoulder and I miss footballers. Honestly, like
Not be only you. Not be only you.
I miss footballers.
Plus, you know the frustrating player about it is JJ Okocha. And I keep telling you, I don't know how Kanu won African Footballer of the Year. Why Okocha did not win African Footballer of the Year? It's annoying to me.
It's
I
simple.
don't know why.
It's simple. Kanu had more,
See,
in my humble opinion. Kanu.
Fabrizio Bromano is just whining himself. He said Havertz is Ozil type of player. It's like you did not watch Ozil in his peak. His ball control, the way he shields the ball and protects the ball,
No.
the
Havertz
way he
is
can
not
manipulate the ball and pass the ball in between three
You know,
defenders.
King, you know the funny thing about Harvard? I told you the last time we did. Harvard is on serious and useless. Is a useless player in some ways. In some ways, against Bournemouth, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Harvard will go silent. But let us play against United, Arsenal, Liverpool. Harvard to turn up. It will turn up. I don't know, maybe because maybe he's working with weather or climatic change. I don't know. Maybe he's working with weather or climatic change. I don't understand Kai Havertz. But when we play against those big teams, it turn up. I'm like, Mr. Man, can you show this man a consistent
But
level?
did he turn up in the last Champions League that we got knocked out by Madrid? Did he show up in both legs?
He showed up. He scored against Madrid in the first leg now.
He scored the
Which
goal.
goal?
He
In the
scored
first
the
leg, he
one
scored a
goal
super
now.
goal.
The 3-1 loss.
Which
He
goal was
scored
that?
The three
Deflection
goal
or
loss he
what?
scored.
the
Three
3-1
goal loss
loss
he
in
scored.
the first leg in our home. Stamford
Imagine
Bridge.
I
He
can't
scored.
even remember his goal. That tells you something. I can't even remember the goal.
Stop, relax. He scored.
If the goal was fantastic, there's no way I would forget it right now. I still cannot remember it now.
He scored. He
I
It was
still
a
remember
headed goal.
He
I
scored
It was a
remember
another
headed
Mason
goal.
goal.
Mount's goal,
He scored
but I
another.
cannot remember his own. That tells you something.
Fabrizio, I'm not joking. Kai Havertz is like a climatic weather. I don't understand him. I've been trying to support and back this Kai Havertz boy. He always want to put me into trouble. I don't know what to say anymore. I've been clown on Twitter and on stream about Kai Havertz. Can he just one day, please, be consistent for like 15 or 20 matches? That's what I want from him, please. So I can clown some people. But he won't allow me to do it.
See,
He
like
won't.
if he can pass, if that's the only thing he has, even if he's not
Right.
strong,
King
even
Black,
if he
Kai
cannot.
Havertz did the same thing against Aston Villa where he passed to Sterling when he hit it. But I was like, can you do this every day? Can you? That's what I want. Can you do this every day? On a consistent
Wait,
level where he maneuver against John McGinn, he maneuver against Douglas Luiz in the midfield, and he maneuver against what's the defender in
What did you maneuver?
Aston Villa.
Now only you see that one. No maneuver
I saw
anything.
Blood, I don't know. Do you say that pass he gave to Sterling that he hit the post? It was Havertz that passed him the ball. I don't know if it was the match.
Brainless pass to brainless. That's double
I saw it.
brainless.
I saw the match. Yeah.
He maneuver against Douglas Luiz, John McGinn in the midfield.
Yes.
And he passed to Sterling.
Exactly. And
Instead of
Aubameyang sell. He sold the pass.
He sold the exactly, and he gave it to Sterling. And Sterling missed the post. I was like, Havertz, can you do this every day? Please do this every day, and the banter will stop. Please.
It's not just good, man. I've seen him try to do step overs. It's not just good, man. Let's forget it. Honestly, these guys are collecting big wages, man. That's why I don't forgive all these players. Like
Somebody tweeted me today. When I was talking about Benzema, somebody says Kai Havertz was in the swimming pool playing basketball. Why his mate is in the Ballondor?
Why is Mason Mount on the Ballondor list, sir? Because they're supposed to add my boy.
I think he's above Phil Foden. I think it's on 2021, something like that, 20 or 21.
Correct. Next season he'll be on 5.
I think it's above Phil Foden though.
Yo man, if that boy King Blanc, if that guy can keep up with the good work,
I'm telling you,
the world is there's going to be a problem.
What I just want from him is to show up in the World Cup for England, even if it's semi-finals they get to.
I know.
But
it will be difficult, King, because you have a bomb as a manager. You have a bomb.
It does not matter if he comes in maybe in the 60 minutes, 70 minutes, and they are losing, and he pops in with like 2 goals, bro. England will not forget that boy. The world will not forget that boy. You know, World Cup is another.
What are you talking about, King Black? He starts. He's a starter.
He's a starter. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
He starts, man.
But
Who's gonna start
okay,
ahead of him
Jimmy,
for
let
that
me
team?
ask you, why is it that this same Harvard he always plays good in
Abuja said,
Germany?
I said Chelsea on that thought hasn't been tested yet. Aston Villa was a real test. Kepa build us out. I think we're gonna struggle without because I said the same thing in the last stream. We need to play without Rich James. We have to find a way to play without him. We have to till he come back.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
APL is tomorrow and Wednesday. Yeah, we need to play without Rich James. It's gonna be difficult to do, but we have to find a way.
We gotta find a way if we want to win. If you want to go, if you really want to
Yes,
be
guys.
top
People
four.
want me to preview tomorrow's and Wednesday match, so let's do the preview. EPL tomorrow. Let's do preview. What's the big match for tomorrow? What's the big match for tomorrow?
I'm not sure I'll be watching any game this weekend.
No big match tomorrow. Tomorrow is Brighton, Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, Wolves.
Even the Chelsea game, I'll just save my mental health, and I don't want to watch Raheem Sterling
No,
shooting
I'm
out
gonna
with his
watch that game. I
bum.
want to watch that
I
game.
will watch
That's,
game. So
that's
tomorrow's
gonna be
match.
a very strong game.
What am I showing? Tomorrow's match is Brighton. What's called? Hold on. APL. Okay. So tomorrow's match is Brighton versus Nottingham Forest. While Crystal Palace Wolves. Then Wednesday is Bournemouth Southampton, Liverpool West Ham, Brentford Chelsea, Newcastle Everton, Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur. That's a big match. Guys, what are we looking forward to? What match are you looking forward to, Blue Eyes, this coming week?
Can you say that again, please? Let me hear the games.
Which match are you looking forward to? I don't want to watch Tuesday match because Tuesday match is gonna be making me sleep. I'm gonna just be sleeping tomorrow.
So let me see
I'm not watching
Wednesday.
tomorrow.
So where is Wednesday?
Wednesday we have Brentford versus Chelsea, Liverpool West Ham, Newcastle Everton, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh boy.
Guys, you know why I'm scared? If United lose against Tottenham, do you know who they play next?
They play us. We beat them again.
On Saturday.
We're gonna beat them on Saturday, man.
Hopefully.
That
They have confirmed the referee. It's gonna be Stewart Atwell, not Antonio Taylor.
That Brentford game is going to be a London derby, right?
Yeah, London derby, yeah, in their stadium.
Yeah, that is going to be a hell of a game, man. Let me tell you right now, that midfield of with Brentford, with what's his name, Onyeka, and who else?
It's gonna be difficult, but I think we can beat them, though.
It's going to be. Yeah, we're going to beat them. We're going to beat them.
We can beat them. Yeah, Wednesday is a good game. Palace move.
It's going to be very.
Yes, but I have a feeling we'll win. I just have this feeling we'll win, though. We are not far away from the table, so we should be able to catch up, though. We should be able to catch up.
So Brentford Chelsea is 3-0 Chelsea.
Relax.
No, we're going to spank them. Spanking.
We need to show up and beat them.
Clean sheet, roll them over. Thank you, officer.
Guys, I'm not sure about this team, man.
Me too, but we're going to beat
them. I noticed a drop in the momentum of the team. But I don't know how Graham Potter picks them back up because these players are lazy. I can't lie.
I agree.
They are lazy.
I don't know why exactly the mentality I've been saying.
They cannot run. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to.
I don't know what Potter did that they changed this mentality. I don't understand how he did it, and it works against Aston Villa.
That's why I feel like with our team, we cannot play possession based that much because with possession based system, it requires full energy for 90 minutes. You have to be, you have to outrun your opposition. Look at the way Man City likes to play because they want to have the ball all the time. As soon as one person loses it, 3 people will be chasing to get the ball back until they get the ball back from you. That's a lot of energy. You use an energy to chase the ball and use the energy to pass the ball around and still try to score and still move into space and still come back to defend. It is a lot of energy. I don't think Chelsea, with people like our Kovacic, Havertz, Jorginho, they don't really want to run.
We're letting go of N'Golo and Jorginho, which is okay. We're gonna bring in new players. We need to let go of.
Who told you? Who's letting go of who?
N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante is gonna in June.
Who told you?
It's gonna free. He's
N'Golo,
living on free.
N'Golo
No,
Kante.
I said Jorginho. Who told you
Jorginho is
Jorginho?
living on free. He wants to
Yeah,
sign, but Chelsea
right.
doesn't want to renew his contract.
Okay, no problem.
I think he will renew. I think Chelsea will renew him.
You see,
I think Chelsea will renew him. I think Chelsea will renew if we are smart. Me, I'm not a fan of Jorginho. Everybody knows that. But if we are smart, we bring in a defensive midfielder that is quality, proper quality. So Jorginho will be there on like a 2 extra year contract. But you understand, we'll be shoving the guy, bringing the guy in, taking the guy
no,
out,
because
bringing the
according
guy
to the
in
report we are hearing from Matlo and
until the
Fabrizio,
guy becomes, because
Matlo and Fabrizio said Todd Bowley is looking into new eras and new energy.
forget all these people report. They have said a lot of things. Haaland will be joining Chelsea. Haaland, these people.
Exactly.
Stop. Listen. Sometimes we can just use our intuition by ourselves.
Listen. If Graham Potter can pay attention to Mateo Kovacic, just pay attention to Mateo Kovacic, he will find out the missing link in that midfield.
But the thing is, Blue Eyes, when that guy doesn't play, we just pass the ball. We do not
Who?
progress the ball at
Who?
all. We just pass, pass, pass. Nobody progresses the ball. And if you have a team where nobody progresses the ball, it's hard to break teams down. And I'm expecting someone like Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling to progress the ball from our middle
What
third
about
into the
Loftus?
final.
What about Loftus?
Yeah, Loftus-Cheek is doing well, but can we bank on Loftus-Cheek to bail us out time and time and time again?
No,
No.
Yeah,
not yet.
and then our fullbacks, they don't progress the ball. With the ball at their feet, can they take it forward? Can they take us from our own half to the other half with a simple 1-2, with a simple run, just like Andy Robertson does?
With James can do that now. When you give
No,
him
he
that.
doesn't. No, he does
No.
it once in 5 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once in 5 games. He slows it down. Most of the time, he will see the pass, slow it down, try to cut in, return it back to Thiago Silva, return it back to defender.
But he's been playing more. Potter has been telling them to play
If
more forward now. We don't
if
play
you if you
backward.
if you look at people that fullbacks that progress the ball, number one is Hakimi.
Hakimi, yeah.
He will take your team from their own half to the other half, opening up space constantly. Maybe because of his muscle mass. You understand? It's small muscle mass. You cannot compare it to someone like Reese. I think that guy, Reese cannot escape being fat. So he's going to be big, so he cannot escape it. So that's why I'm saying, instead of Chelsea fans clamoring for Reese to play right wing back, Thomas Tuchel has already said this thing. Let this guy play as a right back or as a right centre back, as the right side of the centre. Don't allow him to run, bump down the field. He will be having muscle injury every now and then because his muscle mass is
I'll
big.
play him in the midfield, man. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
but I think it might take time. It's just like playing. You remember my SCN? You know when he started bumping up and down the pitch,
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
him at the
Started
right
getting
back.
injured.
It began to get injured
Injured, yeah.
because of his muscle mass. If you look at his legs, his laps, no matter how good you are, you have to consider those things. Look at Aubameyang's trim body, slim body, like Lewandowski. That's why they can play to 33, 34, and they are still playing at the top. They don't have this big muscle mass. And that thing, look at both parents of Rich James are big.
Yeah. I agree.
So it's inevitable for him. So I feel like
Fabrizio
even though
said he can't escape to be fat.
yeah, he can't really escape it. If he leaves football today, forget it. If he stops when he retires, forget it. In just 2 years alone, he will become big. I'm telling you, you can't escape it.
I agree.
Even if he starts eating cabbage and all this thing, they call it, even if he calls himself vegan and all, he still will not be able to escape it. It's like it's hereditary.
Relax.
So that's why I feel like someone who as big as Reese, I think we should find a wing back. We need to go to the market. Someone who is not more than 60, 65 kg in weight, and is smart, sharp, quick,
I
good
love
on the ball.
what we're doing in the left back. There's Cucurella, there's James.
Yeah, those people have a very good body mass, very, very smart. They can move down and up the pitch and they'll barely get injured unless they get themselves into unnecessary tackles like Chilwell.
I agree.
Honestly, they will not have all these muscle injuries. The only thing can have broken bone, broken ankle, all this fracture.
Let me ask
Those
that's
are
on the
those are
guys.
the only
Let me ask
injuries
you.
he's gonna have. But
If Kepa
muscle injuries are for people like
guys,
you see
if Kepa
Loftus
keep
Cheek.
this form right now, do you see him going to the World Cup with
So
blues or
Abdullah
because
and Blue Eyes. That's why I said you see Loftus Cheek injury. That's why it took long. His body mass, his height, his weight, and his mass is not suitable for him to bump up and down the pitch for a long time. For a long period of 90 minutes after 90 minutes after 90. That's why I was surprised when Yaya Toure was playing as big as that guy is. I don't know. That's why I was shocked. I was shocked. You know, I was shocked. It could go down and up the
let
pitch.
me ask a question to the panel. Bless, if Kepa keep this form, do you see him going to the World Cup with Luis Enrique or not?
I beg, it's too early. It's too early, please. Let's
Do you
just
think
leave
this
him
is
to
going to the
enjoy
World Cup?
Chelsea. But then he's a better goalkeeping, shot stopping from penalty. So maybe they can consider that.
I think they prefer the Atletico Bilbao goalkeeper than Kepa though. Una Simeon, the Atletico Bilbao goalkeeper, Una Simeon, than Kepa. They even choose the Brighton goalkeeper ahead of Kepa. That's Brian Sanchez ahead of Kepa.
Yeah, I heard like Fabrizio Romano tweet, comment. He said Kovacic is suitable for possession-based football.
Yeah.
He's tailor-made for possession-based football. I don't know why Blue Eyes don't see how he plays. Like his quality, what he brings. I don't think anybody brings it, especially when he's on form. My only problem with him is how he gasses out. Maybe he just needs more training. He's giving me Joko vibes. He's giving me Joko vibes when he gasses out quickly, and it's not good for a midfielder. You can't gas out quickly like that. You have to stay in the game and manage your breathing and everything. That's my only problem with Kova.
Mm-hmm. Imagine because somebody tweeted me something
And
on
someone was
Twitter.
talking of Frankie De Jong. Frankie De Jong is not better than Kovacic. He's not.
It's
He's
not.
not.
Somebody tweeted me on Twitter. I was laughing when that person tweeted me. Said, "Look at the face of Mbappe when they call Benzema as the Ballon d'Or winner." And I laughed. I said, "Mbappe, just be humble and play your ball. You will get there."
Now he's gonna change his mind and be like, I should have gone to Madrid, man.
No, for me, he just need to be humble and play his football. That's it. He needs to be humble. You just need to be humble and play football. Too much of shenanigan is too much for.
Wait, if Mbappe wins Ballon d'Or, Omo, he can send the whole 10 players off the pitch, man. He will just tell referee to stop the ball and just quit the game. They probably will sack their coach and hire new players and all. He has not even won the Ballon d'Or. He's behaving like this. It will be tough for anybody, man. Imagine him winning Ballon d'Or over Neymar.
It's gonna be
Eh, Neymar
difficult.
will not be able to cope in the dressing room.
Woto.
The money they make, man, is ridiculous. I can't lie. So after Brentford, we play Man U. But Man U we play Tottenham and then play us.
Mm-hmm. After that, we play Brighton. Then after that, we play Arsenal.
Even if it's just 1-0, man. Chelsea needs to win Brentford.
We have
That's
not
why.
won. We know we have not won United for a long time. Even Brentford, we have a terrible run for United.
Yes, they always give us a game. They always give us a game. I'm feeling like we're going to lose. I'm already setting my mind up so that I will not be too disappointed or blame coach or blame anybody because I know the set of players we have. So
We might win. You never can tell now. You can't judge. You have to just wait and see.
to me, I'm just setting my mind up for in case any.
Any upset comes in.
Yeah, so I will not be too angry or.
I agree.
That's the way
And
I see Chelsea right now. Until we go to the transfer window and bring in players, I don't think I'm going to have high expectations of
I agree.
any match.
I agree. I agree though, but Wednesday match is a big match where they have to turn up.
It's just that we don't have players that we can trust. I remember when we have Eden Hazard
Come on.
going into this type of games, you'll be looking for him on the pitch. Every fan will just be okay. Pass it to Hazard. Pass it to Hazard. Now Hazard, let's see what he can do for us. Let's see what he can do. Before you know, the ball will be moving. Even that time, I can even say that it was the system. It was he himself. Hazard himself was the system that we were playing because he was the one passing the ball, doing 1-2s and everything, all the
Uh,
quick passing and everything. Because as soon as he left, we fell apart. It's not a coincidence.
but I won't find someone to replace at the end. The way Hazard plays, it's gonna be difficult to find though. It will be difficult to find a player that can replace that Hazard skill set. It will be difficult. Hazard skill set, it will be very difficult to find a player like that that can replace his skill set. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. But we have to wait and see though. I think Hazard
Mhm.
is we have to wait and see, man. It's difficult, but we have to wait and see. With Gullit and Zola. Fabricio, can you explain what you mean by with Gullit and Zola? Fabricio, can you explain? I love Zola, I love Gullit too. I love both of them. Dosh is
Fabrizio, what did I do that I cannot see? Blue eyes has no eyes. He can please tell me, please. Oh.
I think it's about Kovacic. Okay, Fabricio, Nkoko can replace who? Who does he replace? Who? Who are you talking about?
We're talking about Hazard now.
Does he have the skill set? Mm, we
He
have to wait
does a
and
bit,
see.
but it's not just as elegant
Oh, Hazard na bola. Hazard na bola. Hazard na football player, man.
No, come on. Hazard is different gravy, man. Please.
Blue eyes. Hazard could carry ball from midfield. If he run at you, Hazard will tell you, I don't give a F about you. Come and tackle me. Man.
You see that is goal against West Ham. I wanted to go mad that game. I wanted to go nuts.
I know.
That goal.
Hazard for you, man.
No.
Hazard does
Right, that
you.
one is not even better. The one is scored against the one that stopped Tottenham from winning the league in 2016 when Leicester won that Premier League title.
Yeah.
That is a golazo. That is a golazo. That one is a finesse.
Hazard is a ball. You know when they talk baller.
Yeah.
And he's such an honest player. If you foul him, he doesn't go down.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't go down, man.
I agree, man. Player like Hazard is very difficult to find. In this generation, plus it will be hard to social media generation we are right now to find player like Hazard.
Yeah.
I have that talent too. I was told Odo is gonna be that player. Odo is not even up to the level of Hazard.
How's Odo
And
doing anyway?
and there's this goal again against Liverpool. That goal was mad.
Oh, the Carabao Cup.
He picked the ball from the left. He went to the right. Mane was trying to stop it. Everybody was trying to. Robertson, he just dribbled. I was like, what kind of player is this? Man.
I remember that.
You see, sometimes this dream of a thing, stick to where you are loved, man. You don't know, your dream will come true. Eventually, maybe he would have actually won Ballon d'Or if he stayed with Chelsea.
Maybe. But sometimes when Zidane is the coach, when he's in your high day, you can't change that thing.
Forget overhype.
Relax. Zidane is not overhyped, but Zidane are ball out.
You think Hazard would have been part of the team that won the Champions League with Tuchel?
No, we would have actually won more than the Champions League self because it's like we don't remember how this guy used to bail us out. Honestly, with single-handedly, if he was in this team presently, oh, bro.
We won't buy Pulisic for me. We will not buy Pulisic. We will not buy Pulisic. Because remember before he left, Marina and the woman wanted to give him the captain and hand him over for a 4-year deal with 1 year extra. But he said he wants to go to Madrid. He was about to be given the captain of the club before Aspilicueta. He was about to be handed the club captain before Aspi. So that's how much they believe in him. But he said he wanted to go to Madrid and like they can't do anything about his dream. He has to leave. Abdul Comino. Imagine that Hazard if he has gone, if he had a money Chelsea career. That's true though. Abdul said, imagine if Hazard had a money Chelsea career. It's not. Oh, Other than Mane at Chelsea, Blue Eyes, what are you saying? Imagine that. Other than Mane in Chelsea.
That would be a lethal combination, man. Ooh, devastating on both ends of the field.
Hazard Mane. Ah. Oh, mark him. Nobody can mark the both of them. They will kill you. They will kill you, man.
Absolutely, nobody can mark those two, man. When they're coming at you on the wings, whew.
I'm just unhappy with where Hazard is being treated in Madrid. But I can understand. He's been coached by his forefather, so I can understand. You just need to leave that club. That's it. People said, "Are you see how much Chelsea could hold Rudiger?" That's fine.
But you can't go to Real Madrid and go and be selling purse and shoe.
It's
You know?
true now. I keep telling people, Ancelotti is your forefather, he's your grandpa. They're not born you well. If you don't play well, you remain on the bench for life.
You can't go to Real Madrid and go and be selling shoe. Why?
You guys remember there was when we were talking about when Zidane was over and when he was coach of Madrid, we was like Vinicius, we had the bad Vinicius. Remember we took over Ancelotti and we saw the best of Vinicius. That's level. That's level. That's when your forefather is coaching you. That's when your forefather is coaching you. It's true now. Eh? Plus, I've been coached by my forefather. Now can't make I know your word. When I don't have banner for my head, my forefather is telling me A plus A equals 2A. I say yes, sir.
Imagine.
Yes, sir. Ancelotti, they don't born you well.
Imagine.
That's why I'm always getting pissed off with Abraham. Abraham is being coached by Mourinho and they keep missing free posts. And I'm like, Mourinho is coaching you. That is it. For me, that is a big achievement for a young player like Abraham being coached by Jose Mourinho. But Abraham keep missing free posts.
Is he on the bench? Has that Tammy?
He's starting for
Roma.
for Roma, but Abraham look worse every day, man. I don't understand what's going on with him. He look worse every day. I don't know what's going on with Abraham.
Who? Abraham?
He look very worse every
Are
day.
you serious?
When I watch Roma, I just shook my head at Abraham. I need more from you. You are being coached by Mourinho. I don't know.
Fabrizio, are you serious? Oh my goodness.
Abraham is useless. Under Roman, I don't even know what to say, man. Blue eyes, I don't know what to say. Because I'm looking at Abraham, because people tell me Abraham is better than Osimhen, and I laugh. I laugh in China. Abraham and Osimhen are different players.
Do we have a buyback clause?
Yeah, in 2023, in June.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's good.
I don't even want him. Remain in Roma.
Emiliska is laughing. Emiliska is laughing.
Remain in Roma. I don't even want him. Because he can't bet Aubameyang. He can't bet Aubameyang. He can't. Abraham is a useless player. I agree.
We're gonna have Abraham and Lukaku up front.
Oh my God! And then I'll go and join Madrid if that happens. Because two of them are two brilliant players with no end product. Lukaku wants to start using his bomb to rob defender. While Abraham will keep missing free post. He can't even use his head to head the ball. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We don't even want both of them. What are we gonna do with Odoi? When the season finishes, we'll talk Odoi. Right now, he's playing under Xabi Alonso because Xabi Alonso is the manager of Bayer Leverkusen. So we'll see. We'll see though. No, Xabi Alonso is doing very well though. We'll see though. Blast, let's talk about Nottingham Forest. What is going on with Nottingham Forest? That last in the table.
Listen, EPL no be beans, my brother. EPL it's a tough sport, man. It's a sport of its own.
I don't know what to say about
You're
Nottingham
going to
Forest.
spend all this money without doing.
They bought 22 players.
Imagine they bought
22.
2 teams. They bought 2 teams.
22.
So
I don't
sorry.
shake my head at. Out of that 22, how many of them is playing? How many?
All is not lost. They just need to work on what do
I
you
think.
call
I
it?
mean, I think they will escape though. For me, they will escape. They'll be fine.
That's what I'm saying. They need to work on EPL survival. The
I think they
EPL
will.
survival is also another tactic.
I agree.
So, yeah, man, if you can stay above water,
If they can win a team like, if they can beat a team like Bournemouth, Brighton, and Co.
no,
Crystal
they're not
Palace.
going to beat. They're not going to beat Bournemouth, man. Sorry,
Bournemouth is
sorry.
in form of their life. I know.
No, man. If Bournemouth get you now, you don't want their smoke. Oh.
Ah,
No,
so Bournemouth is playing very well. I think they're above Liverpool, or is Liverpool above them?
I don't know. Check the table.
They are above Liverpool. Wait. Above. Oh, I think Liverpool is above them. Liverpool is on 8. Bournemouth is on 10, but they are the same point. At the same point, Liverpool is just beating them with goal difference.
Okay.
So Liverpool is stopping them with goal difference. They are at the same point.
Imagine
If West Ham is on 11. So if West Ham beat Liverpool on Wednesday, West Ham go above Liverpool.
that game not die, man.
And West Ham go to 14th in table. They go to 14 points. So they go above Brighton if Brighton lose to Nottingham Forest. So West Ham go to 7th if they win. West Ham go straight to 7 if they win. They go straight to 7 if they win.
And if we win, if we beat Brentford, where do we go?
We're still gonna be in third. We're still gonna be in fourth. This is the table here. If we win, we go 22. 20. We go 22.
So
We
we'll be
won
three. Okay.
with
So
a game in hand though. With a game in hand. One game
no,
in hand.
we don't have it. Yeah, but unless everybody's playing tomorrow.
Nope.
Is Arsenal playing on Wednesday?
Man City and Arsenal, their match has been called off because of the Queen Elizabeth death.
Okay.
They don't play until next year. They don't play together until next year.
But they still have more games than we do.
Yeah. So on Saturday, Arsenal play Southampton while Man City play Brighton.
Okay.
So Brighton needs to fix up or else they'll be in serious trouble.
Brighton will. Oh, that game. Nothing is going to be easy.
You know, the way Brighton play, they play too open and they'll get beaten by Man City. They play way too open. And they have the chance, they don't take their chances against them. That's my problem. When you play Brighton, when you give them time, they do not take their chances. They don't. And that is what pisses me off about them. They have clinical, but I was surprised against Liverpool. They took their chances.
Yeah.
They took their chances. Trossard took his chances. I was
Trossard is a
surprised.
good boy.
I was surprised. He took his chances. So, if Newcastle beat Everton, they go above United. Okay. Otherwise, Newcastle are coming up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on at Everton, man. This is their nonsense behavior. Or 1 minute they're playing like superstars, the next minute they're collecting Woto from Spurs, man.
But Otherwise, Newcastle are doing very well.
Newcastle is a top team. I know.
If they beat Everton, they go above United.
Newcastle can't beat Everton. No way. When is that game?
On Wednesday.
Hey, that game, man.
Yeah.
That's the game of the year.
If they beat Everton, they go above United.
They can't beat Everton.
It's gonna be it's in Goodison Park.
Where is the game? Show me. Where is it? How come I don't see it?
Park. This is it. I'm showing United match. I'm showing United match. This is the match here. It's in St. James Park on Mobilize. It's gonna be difficult. They are winning that match at home. They're winning that match. It's at home. St. James Park. Blue eyes.
Why did they postpone Arsenal Man City game though?
Queen Elizabeth.
It's meant to be this Tuesday now.
No, because of Queen Elizabeth, that was why they postponed their match. They don't play until next year. Both of them doesn't play until next year. So we have to wait. I'm looking at the table now.
Guys, do you believe Arsenal can win the league?
Yep.
No. And purely because I'm a rival, not because of my football head. I'm just my rival head is speaking. I can't.
Yeah. Do
I
you think
can't.
Man City? Do you think Man City are the strongest?
No, impossible. No, so many holes in that team. But again, I'm gonna sound like I'm a hater, so I had to go hide in the corner. No, Man City is not. I can tell
Yeah.
you. I
I
can.
feel like I feel like we have a shot if we do
Bros. Now
if
wait
we
till they
have a
tell these people.
fantastic January window.
Yes.
Honestly,
Now wait till they tell people. I say, yo, I told them we can steal the league. We can steal it from nowhere.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. What we do in January will determine that
we
movement.
determine
And
our season.
Because
exactly. And how we can
the
maintain.
report has been saying Nkuku will join in January. I'm like, okay, let's see who is
Yeah,
going.
I don't trust that guy. Sorry.
I'm a little bit not sure on Nkuku.
the
That's
thing
my
about Nkuku in the last 2 seasons is
Flashy.
no. The thing is they have been using him as a striker,
and it's
and
more
this
of
guy, and he's not a striker.
it's more of a
He
winger.
Yeah, he's more of a
It's more of an
he's
inside
more of
forward.
like
It's inside
Kevin De
forward.
Bruyne. He's a Kevin De Bruyne type of player, but he doesn't shoot constantly like Kevin De Bruyne. But the way he
What do you mean?
plays,
He's a creative midfielder?
yeah, like
No,
an attacking midfielder.
no, he's a winger. It's not even a midfielder. He's a winger. He's a winger.
He started by playing in the midfield. Now they put him on the left. He was
Thomas
buzzing.
Tuchel play him as a wing back in PSG.
See, he was 16 years old then. You can't even all those times he hasn't even developed his game at all. But at
He's still
Leipzig, they have used him in like 4 or 5 different positions, and
different position,
but
but
because but
his
because
strong position is
Lois,
an inside forward.
but because he is clinical, like he is clinical to the teeth. That's why they be like, it's like you are the best. You are the best person who can actually give me one chance, one goal, or two chance, one goal in this team. Okay,
Right, you know
play
what
up
I'm
front.
saying? What I'm
Play
saying
up
about
front.
in
We'll
this
lay you
Chelsea
the
team,
pass.
right?
But the
Is
problem
when we
is, Blue
beat
Eyes.
right.
Yeah.
Playing against a low block in the Premier League is different from all this through pass, through pass football that we are playing in Leipzig and Dortmund and all these places.
Don't mind them. Don't mind them.
So unless we have like a passer, someone who is like we have like 4 or 5 players who can pass the ball in time, weight of the pass and timing of the
Yeah, he
pass.
plays on the left wing. He plays more as an inside forward to me though. The way I look at him,
It's
He
it's
has
funny
he
because
has he has played off a striker. He has played off as a number 10. He has played as a right winger. He has played as a
yeah,
left
exactly.
winger. So he has played different roles.
Oh, CFA Steven, where have you been? Where has Steven been? My co-host, where have you been? Though? I'm successing Steven. Steven has been eating some African. I won't go too far.
CFC still where have you been, man? Yeah,
I won't go too far.
even
You see
Okay.
that Sterling role is so over as in I'm still pissed off that we signed
no,
Sterling and
no,
gave
no,
him
no, no,
5 years.
no, 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 no. Come on,
Honestly.
no.
I'm
He's
still
gonna.
very
He's Sterling is very important, but I feel your frustration.
No,
Yeah,
what
I
I'm saying
understand. But
is
telling him
there's no
he will come
improvement
through.
for him to have anymore.
There's no
There's
what?
nothing to improve anymore. His game is his game, and we have to accept it. Like
No,
that's what I don't like.
but you see the thing is right. What you're missing, King Black, is that the reason why you're frustrated with Sterling is because he finds himself in scoring positions most of the times, but he doesn't take them.
That's the same thing we slandered Timo Werner for. That's the
Yeah,
same thing. They say he
but
have good runs, he can run
no,
off
no, no.
defender, he has good
Hold on,
movement,
though.
but
It's true.
we didn't pay 50 million for good movement. Yes. We didn't pay 320k a week for good movement.
Yeah, but the thing is, the odds are higher with Sterling in those positions, in those scoring positions.
He's not higher. Look at the
He
boy
already
hit
has
the
4
bar.
goals. He already has 4 goals and how many assists? What are you talking
2
about?
or 3 assists.
Yeah, 7.
2 or 3 assists.
He's already leading the scoring chart.
He started the scoring shot already.
So no, of course. Listen, it's gonna come. I'm with you. I was so frustrated with the guy, man.
But it will come good for me. It will be fine.
Especially that goal that Aubameyang scored for him.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the most frustrating things I've ever seen. I'm like, see ball rolling into
He
the
was
net.
never
And
going to score that goal. I
no
promise
way,
you that.
impossible.
You remember there was this game where this guy, all he needed to do was just pass the ball across his left. All he needed to do was just lay the ball to Aubameyang. He ran
Yeah, yeah,
from.
I remember the ball.
All he needed to do was
Was
just
it
lay the ball.
against which team? Oh,
It's honestly there's no difference
against
between
Crystal
him and
Palace.
Haaland.
Crystal
There's
Palace.
no
Just
difference.
square play to Aubameyang. He wanted to. He
Like,
wanted to.
leave him alone. No, we need him. We need
We'll be
Sterling.
fine.
Trust me, in the past 5 years, we haven't had a player like Sterling. I'm sorry.
We
I
need him.
think it's if he was blonde hair and blue eyes, I think you would not like him at all. But I understand.
King, I agree with your frustration,
Whatever, man.
but I
Yeah,
understand.
if it was blonde hair,
I'm talking football. Get away from here.
let's be
I
sincere.
understand. I understand.
Andrew
I
Shola was
understand.
top notch for us. We still do not appreciate him. But Kalu, we are praising Kalu, Maluda. Andrew Shola came here, he bored, and we never talked about him. Edegu Johnson came here. He had 77 goals for Chelsea between 2000 and 2005. No one talks about him. But the Drogba wins a header in Champions League.
Can you stop? Can you stop? Like, what
Let's
is
be
it?
sincere.
Respect
What do you
Drogba.
want
What
this
are we
be?
saying now? What is this? Respect Drogba now. What?
No, man.
Now
Oh boy, King Black, come on. I bet
Now
no,
Kai
come on.
Havertz is getting away with more than Ryan Sterling.
Relax. I understand King Black's position. I understand. I get the position.
I don't understand anything.
You know, nobody can be like Benzema.
Drogba is a legend.
He's a legend.
It doesn't matter what.
Do you know, I watched our Ancelotti season that won the league. I
Okay.
watched each highlight of each game from day 1
Yes.
till day 38.
Yes.
Bro, we had footballers in that team. The work rate of that team, the way they were running, I'm telling you, it's not a joke. It's not.
No.
Now they say pressing. Everyone pressed back then. Aneka was putting in work, was running. Drogba, Maluda, and everybody. Everyone was running. Everyone was walking, switching wings from one wing to another.
No,
Now you have players who say, "Okay, this is not my best position. This is not Pulisic's best position.
Don't mind
This is
them.
not Kai Havertz's best position."
You say you won't get the best out of a player if he doesn't play in his right position. Here is a position for you on the bench. Get the hell out of here and go sit on the bench. How can I give you a position to play wing back and you have the nerve to complain that wing back is not for me?
He's not for me.
I'm looking at the 2009 era of Madrid.
Quadrado took the wing back position. Quadrado had to take the position.
Look at what he did with it, my brother.
Yeah. If he had insisted that he wanted to play wing, Baba, Quadrado would not exist today anymore. Maybe he'll be playing in Colombia League or something. I'm telling you.
Thank you for even citing that example. I go steal him. I forgot about Quadrado. He's another good example of
That's
somebody.
Joan Quadrado. He didn't even stay long in Chelsea.
Duck to water.
If Quadrado, said he wanted to, anytime he goes home for Colombia, he always plays his left wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when he comes back to club,
Wing back.
Baba, go and play wing back.
And the guy plays it like a charm, man. Like a charm, man. And guess what? It brought versatility to his game.
He actually brought out the best in him.
Yeah.
That's why I pity people like Pulisic. As soon as he leaves Chelsea, I don't think we will hear of Pulisic anymore. That's to be honest.
Amen.
No, stop.
No, I'm not wishing him back. I just feel like his trajectory. He doesn't have the work rate.
King, the problem about Pulisic is, I think Pulisic is like Kylian Mbappe, where his family is involved around him. Pulisic cannot do things without his family. And because he's an American, every damn day when you sleep and wake up in America, Christian Pulisic. See, King, I live in America here, and I'm sick and tired of hearing Pulisic every day because it makes me sick hearing his name. Whenever I put on my TV or my internet, when will Christian Pulisic play for Chelsea? He's not been playing at Chelsea. The Chelsea manager doesn't like him. He needs to. I'm like, excuse me. I'll just watch my TV because I'm sick and tired, and it's annoying the freak out of me hearing Pulisic every day. I'm sick.
Yeah.
It's like Mbappe every day, shenanigan every day, cause trouble every day, Wala every day. Can you just play without trouble, please?
My problem with Pulisic is after this stream now, he's going to write a book tomorrow. That's the problem. And then when he writes a book, we're back to the same problem again. That's my problem.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What book is he gonna be writing now? We don't know.
You tell me. You're there in his community.
It's tough right now because the problem with Pulisic is I don't think he's a bad player, but my issue with him, his brain is somewhere else entirely. I don't know when his brain is. It's somewhere else entirely. Until he's figured out himself as a player, I don't think he can go beyond where we want him to go. Because I know how good Pulisic is, but my problem with Pulisic is take whatever microphone is in your head or whatever tangerine is here, whatever happens in your, just take it out and play your football. Take your family out of the way and just play. Play. Forget about mommy and daddy this. Just play your football. Play your football. Let it see. You do the see you when you play football. Let the football talk. Don't talk because if there's too much controversy around you, you won't go. I remember Drogba said something when he was playing for Chelsea. He said, whenever I play for Chelsea finish, especially under Mourinho, he get home, he sit down with his wife. When they do, like his wife do his matches for him, and his wife tell him, husband, let's go inside. He will tell his wife, I beg, who do I choose between you and Chelsea? He said, I always tell my wife, I will choose Chelsea ahead of you. Because if I break down, I won't get to play for Chelsea and my career is over. But if you keep seeing me playing football, you keep loving me and you keep giving me my respect. Same thing has to happen to Pulisic. Don't let your parents start deciding for you. Just make a decision yourself and just play football. That's it. That's it. Welcome back, co-host. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. I've been ill, man.
Hey, sorry, brother. Sorry.
Yeah. How are you all doing?
Good. How you feeling now?
Yeah, a little better. A little bit better.
Take some coffee and some hot tea. Yeah, you'll be fine. Steven, I told you need to marry some African lady that will be cooking for you when you're sick.
I'm sick like Reece James, man.
Relax. See, Reece James too is like it's not saying good enough. But I think we'll be fine.
He's in a knee brace for 4 weeks.
No, knee brace for 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. You should be fine though. Potter said they might join up the World Cup squad until they have to see
Southgate will take him, and it's stupid, man.
I know. He's stupid. I know he will take him. He's very stupid. I know. Bombgate will take him, I know.
Gerrard been sacked, didn't it?
I don't want him to take him, but we have no choice. He will take him. You know, but I know.
Mason Mount sacked Gerrard.
Yeah, Gerrard is sacked.
Oh, hold on. Gerrard is sacked?
Yeah, because they're trying to get this. It's coming from Matt Law. I was laughing. They're trying to get Thomas Tuchel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think Thomas Tuchel
Poch as well has been linked to.
Poch also has been linked to. I don't think Tuchel will take over Aston Villa.
Nah, he needs a better job than that, man.
I don't think Poch also will take over Aston Villa.
No, but that's a big job, though.
Excuse me, will I stop?
That's like taking a job at Newcastle.
That's a disrespect. Will I stop? Stop. How do you move from Chelsea to Aston Villa? Stop, relax. Respect the football heritage. Stop.
Yo, but Frank Lampard went from Chelsea to Everton.
Lampard is too big. It's too big for Chelsea. Yeah, Everton is his level. Let him remain there. There are levels to football games. Chelsea's to Aston Villa. You gotta respect the football heritage, man. That's deep.
No, but the thing is, if he gets invited for an interview and he goes for an interview, let him do the interview.
Interview and play to Chelsea.
Yeah, at Everton, why not?
Interview. You took taking about Everton?
Yeah, isn't that what Stephen is saying?
Everton will get bankrupt. Do you know how many players will be demanding? They will get bankrupt. You don't even have the money. They will have to sell so many players. They will go bankrupt. So don't let him go Everton, I beg.
Really?
Because for me, I think the Villa job is too big for Steven Gerrard. Though. It's too big for him. Because Villa has a talented player who, for me, can compete. Player like Leon Bailey with a good manager can improve his game. They strike Oliver Watkins, Danny Hings, Emily Buendia, Felipe Conte. They have players that can improve them and make them better, but they look worse every day.
I only like one player in that team.
Tyrone Mings.
But I always told you don't mention Tyrone Mings again in
I'll
this.
never mention Tyrone Mings again.
That guy do a collaboration with Mason Mount.
My goodness, that was terrible. No, the guy I like is Douglas Luiz, man.
I like that guy. That guy's good. He's good. Very good player. I like him.
He's a very good player, man.
I like him too.
I heard he just signed an extension. I'm like,
Yeah. I think his
Yeah,
wife
he
is.
signed the extension because his missus plays for the women's team.
Yeah, his wife. Yeah, his wife played for the women's team. I was about to say that.
Oh yeah. So.
But
Really,
before that, she was a lesbian. Did you know that?
Who?
Oh, good. Oh, he's for the. Oh, yo, this guy's for the streets. We gotta.
Who?
We gotta protect this guy. He's for the streets.
Louise is the girl he's dating. Was a lesbian with the Chelsea lady before.
Before?
Until she met him.
Now she has repented.
She likes it both ways, isn't it?
Excuse me? Kids are listening, please. Kids are listening, please. Don't let YouTube throw me out of the window, please. Please are listening. Don't let YouTube throw me out, please. YouTube, I'm not there. I didn't see anything. Please are listening. Don't let them throw me out. I beg.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, she likes playing midfield and likes being a good attacking option. I hear what you're saying.
Relax, I said be relax.
Slat. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's injured though. He will be back until January or February next year. Diego Carlos. Maybe that's what he's struggling though. It's a good defender. He was from Sevilla.
He done his ACL, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought he says he'll be back in January or February.
Who is this?
Diego what's his name? Diego Carlos from Sevilla. The record signing defender.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Maybe that's the reason they are struggling though. So we'll see.
Yeah, we shall see what happens.
They are going for Pochettino. Pochettino, will he take the job? I don't know.
I think he'll take it.
Everton?
But Poch is waiting for Tottenham. He said if Antonio Conte leave, he might take the Tottenham spot.
Conte won't leave. He's going to get a new deal.
Yeah, I know. I saw the news too. I saw the news too. He won't leave.
Why should Conte leave?
He's having a good project.
He's in a good situation right now.
Mm-hmm. And they're ready to back him though.
In a good situation.
They're ready to back him. So Poch, take up Aston Villa, take them to like 8 in table or 7. You've done well.
He's winning all these games.
Who won the ladies Ballon d'Or?
Alexis Putellas.
Oh, Sam Kerr should have won that, man.
That thing is rigged. Is rigged, David. It's very Steven is very rigged. I don't like that stuff, man. Yeah. Because she didn't do anything this year. She did not do anything.
Don't worry, Sam Kerr. You're a Ballondor now, hot. Don't worry.
Yeah. She didn't do anything this year, man.
You're always my Ballondor, Sam Kerr.
Sam Kerr is a very fantastic player, man. I like her.
Fantastic.
She's class, man.
Samantha K. Mm-hmm. Very good player. I like her. Very fantastic player. I like her. The way she strikes the ball. No Chelsea player can strike the ball like she does. No Chelsea player right now can do that. No Chelsea player. All of them are too lazy. All of them. Starting from shit I've had.
Your guy.
Mm-hmm. The way Sam Kerr strike the ball, no Chelsea player can do that right now. If there's a way we can swap them blue eyes, we need to find a way. If there's a way we can switch Sam Kerr versus Kai Havertz or Sam Kerr versus somebody in Chelsea team and switch.
Graham Potter wants to sell Kai Havertz.
Amen.
Makes sense.
He needs to go. Maybe Bayern Munich or maybe Madrid somewhere else.
He's
No.
not good enough, man.
I've already braced my because if that happens, so see, maybe I will have to log out of social media for some time. I will get roasted and killed on social media, especially Twitter. Oh Lord, help me with that.
Abdullah, at least you know your you know your fate.
Blue eyes, I don't give up already. Long time ago, I'm already bracing myself already. I'm already bracing myself already. If that happens, I wish him best of luck. We move Woto. Right. I can't do anything. I've done my best to back Harvard. Harvard doesn't back himself. That guy is playing basketball in a swimming pool. What do I do? What can I do? I can't do anything. I can't back him. His mate in Ballondor enjoying. He's playing basketball in swimming pool.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard deal. You can't. Who can you defend under those
I
circumstances?
can't defend him, man. I can't. I cannot. What can I do? I can't even defend Kai Havertz. I'm gonna get a lot of backlash on Twitter, and I'm like, I'm ready for it because I'm already bracing myself for it. I will take the L. I'll take the big fat L. Somebody tweeted me already today. See your boy. See your boy playing basketball in swimming pool. Why his mate is in Ballondor enjoying? I could not reply. I could not reply Kai Havertz. I couldn't because I can't back him. I can't. I cannot back him. Kai Havertz is like a climatic weather. He shows up when he feel like he wants to show up, and that doesn't work for Chelsea. He shows up when he feel like he wants to show up. I'll not be surprised if he turn up against United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. I won't be surprised.
I think he'll get benched for United.
You see, he has to get benched, man. But it depends on the lineup we are playing against Brentford.
I don't want to see Cucurella in the back three ever again.
Stephen, is a question to you.
He was terrible, man.
You know his wife is pregnant. So I can forgive him for that. No, as a man, when your wife is pregnant, you have to think about something. How do I feed my baby? What can I buy? How can I make? So some of this stuff you have to think about. It's understood.
I'll just play him at left wing back and bench Chilwell. Chilwell doesn't look up to it, man.
I agree.
He's struggling, man.
I don't trust Chilwell too. Me too, but we'll see. It's a reporter, so whatever decision a reporter make, I trust the decision.
No, I'm good with Chilwell. I'm good. He's still trying to get in form.
Yeah, had a bad injury.
Yeah, but I'm good with. For me right now. He's better than Cucurella. Right now,
It might change the blue eyes. It might change.
No, I'm just saying right now.
Yeah, I agree.
He is more effective than Cucurella.
I agree. We'll see though. But I love Cucurella's passion. I love his passion.
Yeah, we appreciate passion, but if you're on the bench, passion is equals to zero. Right? And I know what that guy brings to the table. But Chilwell right now is being very tactical about his choices on the field.
I agree.
He was lucky not to get a red,
He was very lucky. That was a red card, man.
Of course, that was a red card, yeah.
And another person I'm fearing in Brentford, Ivan Toney.
That was right in front of me as well. That tackle.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah.
Ivan Toney has been in good form, and I'm worried because I'm worried about Ivan Toney.
No.
Thiago Silva will lock him up. Don't worry.
No. This is come
He's
on.
not playing on Wednesday because they said they're gonna do an assessment for him to see.
This is a different machine, man. Different machine.
Thiago's got a tight hamstring, isn't it?
Yeah, tight hamstring. I don't know if he's gonna play though. Why is everybody getting injured in our squad back? What is going on, man?
No, it's okay. Thiago is going to start that game.
Maybe
we're just gonna let Ivan Toney run around. Ringa Rosie. That's all. Just let him run around the place and nothing to worry about.
I've been happy with Chalobah though.
Very impressed with his performances. Somebody spoke to him. He
wasn't playing for Tuchel.
It doesn't look like.
I think sometimes Tuchel is too much of. It's like Klopp.
It was quite nasty to him though.
Yeah, no, I think sometimes loyalty also is very like
it can come back to bite you.
Exactly, it's killing
He
some of
was
the managers.
always blaming Chalobah, man.
And I agree. And also, look at Klopp.
He
His
lost his
loyalty to
confidence and everything.
Stevie. Look at Klopp. His loyalty to Arnold and Anderson. It might cost him his job if he's not careful.
Yeah.
Now he's losing so many matches because of the two of them, because of loyalty. Same thing with Tuchel. Loyalty with some players, certain players in his team, cost him his job.
Yeah.
Cost him his job. Too much of loyalty. Too much. Too much. When we can say without hide that this player is not good enough, don't play them. Now don't play them. Tuchel will play them. Play Bezema then double pivot. Gallagher double pivot. When we know they're not even double pivot player. Why are you doing it? Why?
But how come we're talking about players playing in any position they put them in? Abdullah.
But the problem is, how does the manager utilize them to make them play better? Does Tuchel does that? I don't think so.
We were just talking about Quadrado. Quadrado put him boom.
Okay, I get that, but look at Quadrado's skill set. Look at his skill set. He's different player. Mason Mount is not a double pivot player. You don't play him there. Same thing with Gallagher.
You want to tell me that Mason Mount's skill set cannot
Mount could play anyway, you know.
He can play anyway, but it also depends on how do you implement it to make it work. Tuchel doesn't have that charisma to implement the way he wants it.
Oh, you're talking about Tuchel. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tuchel. I'm not talking about Mason. I'm talking about Tuchel.
Sorry.
I know Mason can play anywhere, but it's Tuchel. My problem is with Tuchel because if you are playing player as a double pivot, you have to instruct him to do some certain job, which Tuchel is not doing. You know that Leicester City match pissed me off because Tuchel made Gallagher get a red card. I was angry in that match.
That game finished 1-1, right?
2-1, we won, but Gallagher get a red card.
Leicester.
I was
Leicester, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was like, why are you playing this game? And he keep getting mistake. The first 5 minutes, he get a yellow card. I was like, this guy got a red card. He's getting a red card because it's Tuchel. You're playing him in the double when he's not even Gallagher is not disciplined enough to play in a double pivot. You need a disciplined player. It's not disciplined enough to do it. And you are playing him there. He's not disciplined. And you are playing him there. Why won't he get a red card? Freaking annoying, man. Very annoying.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Very annoying, man. It's freaking annoying. Same thing with Kaya Batu. He should have been dropped for a very long time. He has been below par, but keep playing him. Kai is my man. It's my guy.
Kai needs to go, man.
He's been below par. He has been below par, man. But Steven, my problem with Kai is, I don't know if it was that something like that. There was a dribble when he give Sterling the ball.
Yeah, that was the only good thing he did.
And I was like, Steven, why don't you do this on a consistent level, Kai? Why? Why don't you do this on a consistent level? Why? I'm confused. I'm confused already. Because he has that talent to do it. Why doesn't he do it? I have no idea. I have no answer to that.
Even Kovacic is looking quite crap.
Steven, we might see.
You know, Kovacic, I think he needs that knee surgery.
No, I think he needs bench.
Sure.
I think he needs bench. I want to see Dennis Zakaria play.
I don't really rate Jorginho, but in that Villa game, I was screaming for Jorginho to come on. I actually was.
Yeah, because nobody can slow
this
the game.
Come in and just calm everything down. I was screaming.
Too much of gra. Too much.
That's fine. That's what Jorginho does to you. Don't worry. You're not alone, Steven. It's okay. You can. I know you're a secret fan. It's okay. It's okay.
It's too much, man. Too much.
One day we can talk about it. It's okay, bro. Just. Yep. I know. The problem is, I'm not sure if he's going to be a starter or if he's going to be just the guy to come finish the whole job.
It depends on what Potter.
I think Potter really likes him.
Mm.
He started quite a lot of games for Potter, hasn't he?
That's true.
Yeah. But the problem is he going to renew his contract, Stevie?
I think he will.
Abdullah, what do you have to say?
What of N'Golo Kante? N'Golo Kante will leave.
Kante, they will let go for free. They're done.
Wow.
It's quite sad, but
It is quite sad that
yeah.
we're talking
Can't do
about
anything
players
about
like
it.
this.
Can't do anything. You know,
Yeah.
there's nothing we can do about it. Ngolo, I love you.
When is he back? When is Ngolo
He's
back?
out for 3 months.
January,
Hey.
January or February.
What about Reece James?
It should be
They
back,
said 7 weeks.
Chai.
but it might be back before then, though. Depending on how he recovers.
Potter won't rush them though.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know?
Good thing we signed Aspi, right?
Yeah.
But Blas can Aspi play 90 minutes week in and week out.
No.
That man will just
I
collapse.
don't think
No,
Potter
you-
really trusts him because he started Sterling at wing back, didn't he?
That's true.
Exactly.
So
Aspi cannot play, no.
And in the second half, he switched Ruben Loftus-Cheek to wing back and then placed Sterling more on the wing. So
I don't mind Ruben there because he can do it.
Exactly.
I agree. But can he cost like James? Nope.
No.
Because
He can
sometimes you
learn.
need that person.
He can learn.
I would try Chalobah there, you know.
That's true though. It's not bad. Chalobah is
Yeah,
not
that's
bad.
true.
But we can bring the player from the youth academy and come and play.
Yeah, there is a couple of ones in academy.
So you just try them there. You never can. You can walk. You never can tell. You can walk. You never can
Play
tell.
Pulisic there so he can write a book.
Chapter 2, Volume 7.
Relax.
It looks like Potter don't rate him either.
You mean
Well,
Pulisic?
Yeah, can't
Steve,
get a game. He's
Steven,
played, what, he's played one game.
Steven, he needs to pull up that number 10 jersey. He needs to, I don't want to see him in his back anymore. He's disrespecting
I
all
just
the
think he's a
players.
bad trainer.
Is he a bad trainer?
He
Or
must be. Why isn't no manager picking him?
Steven, I don't think he's a bad trainer. You know what is worrying Pulisic? It's like what is worrying Mbappe. Mbappe is too arrogant, and because he has his family around him, he's behaving as if I'm the big man in the world. I can do whatever I want. Pulisic does the same thing too. He has his family around him where his mom and his daddy can never stop talking on social media. Why don't you play my son? Why don't you do this? So now Pulisic is the captain of United States of America. Everybody in America here keep talking about Pulisic today. See, I get annoyed and pissed off when they talk about him because it's annoying the heck out of me. I was watching the fan fest in Philadelphia on Saturday. Rebecca Lou was like, "When are we gonna see Pulisic?" I just off the TV. I was angry. I was mad because everybody was expecting Pulisic to play, and thank God, thank Harry Potter, Pulisic did not play. I was happy he did not play.
He's done, man. I think he will leave, man.
Yeah, like him CH to take that bag and just get it.
Ziyech didn't even make the bench.
Ziyech and Pulisic need to get the hell out of my club ASAP.
Did you hear the rumors about Lukaku could be coming back?
I don't want him. I think he might play tomorrow or this weekend because they're looking at his fitness for the Florentina match.
Yeah.
I still think he has a role to play in Inter Milan this season, though.
I hope so. I don't want him back, man.
We'll see.
That's the most terrible transfer Chelsea ever made.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree with what Steven said. Pulisic has to be a bad trainer. He doesn't train well. He probably looks so lazy, so tired every time, and the coach will be looking at him like, "Are you sure this guy can play?" So we just put people who they look fit, they look ready. That's it. Who cares about your talent? If in training, I don't see him working.
I don't think he's a bad trainer, like I said.
He's a bad trainer, bro. That's the truth. Since Dortmund days, he's never been starting. You know, he's always coming from the bench, having 2 games, go off. You know, he's a bad trainer. Look at his body. His body has not improved since he joined Chelsea. That tells you something.
Let me say something now.
Go and look at Mason. Wait, Abdullah, look at Mason Mount when he first came from Derby, and look at him now. You have to grow with your body has to grow as well. Look at Hazard when he came to Chelsea, and look at Hazard when after two seasons.
Came black.
You have to improve your body. You have to look like an athlete. This is an athlete's game.
I agree with what
Can't
you
look
said.
like a sickle cell
Relax. I agree
patient.
what you said. But Mason is dating an African girl, so relax on Mason. He has that.
Who?
He's dating an African girl. You know, we African people, we are strong, we have strength, we have everything. So
See,
relax.
forget those ones. The guy is a
It's important though.
terrible sports
Okay,
person.
let me now tell you why Pulisic is behaving that way. Sorry to my Latinos people. He's dating a Latinos lady, so relax. The Latinos are not strong enough, so relax. My Latinos people making a new vessel. I just go to
Sterling needs to fix up as well, you know.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, I told you, Steven. I told you about Sterling,
Sterling
man.
will be fine. Sterling will be
I
fine.
told you I'm not comfortable with Sterling at all. His signing, I could have preferred Saint Maximin by far.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
At least I know what I can get from Saint Maximin per game. I don't know what I can get from Sterling. That's
The
the
problem with
that's the
Maximum is
crazy thing.
he always gets injured. So
You
That's
could have
because he's
got
trying to do something.
Maximan for the same price as well.
exactly. Yeah, it's exactly. He always gets injured.
Half
So
of his wage.
No, don't worry. Sterling will come along. He will come
He'll come
around.
along.
He will come around, man.
Come along.
He'll come along, man. It's easy, man. Listen, he's already fitting into the system.
Somebody told me to always talk more about it. Let's do some tweet talk. People say they want me to talk about WWE when I do the stream.
You're on your own, man.
I don't know why Father tells me to do that. Guys, this is the football channel. Why do you want me to always talk about WWE? I don't know why.
If you want to talk about NBA, bring me in. If you want to talk about
Guys, why do you want me to talk about Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, John Cena? Why? I don't know why you want me to put him in this situation where I don't want to be.
Is Arsenal going to win the league?
No,
Winner Chapel. You know what to score Winner Chapel?
Even stop, man. Stop. Nah.
Steven, do you know what is called Winner Chapel? It's in my country. It's called Winner Chapel.
Stop, man. No way. They ain't gonna win.
They haven't even played Chelsea yet.
Even though Leeds.
They have to play Man City back to back, and they can't even win there. So what are you saying? They still have to go to Tottenham Hotspur house to go and play them. They can't win Tottenham in their house. What are you saying? They have to go to Anfield. They can't win in Anfield because we know how.
Why is Abdullah hating on Arsenal? They beat Tottenham 3-1.
I'm not hating on Arsenal. Conte is a bastard. Conte is a bastard against them. So we went to go and defend instead of him attacking. So but they deserve to lose that match. What can I say? They deserve to lose that match.
It will be
Blue eyes, your mic has blue eyes. It looks like your mic is a little bit going up and coming out.
Can you hear me?
You can hear no, I'm talking about King Black. Your mic is a little bit.
What's your thoughts on Kepa, man?
I think it's
Some top class performances these recent times. I'm really impressed with his turnaround. That's the definition of grabbing the shirt, taking the shirt back. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call taking the shirt back. He's been nothing but top class. And he's also a leader. He's got leadership qualities. Like you can see how he gets in players' faces. He's trying to
Gabriel Jesus.
Kepa. Gabriel Jesus.
It's looking funny. It's looking funny recently. Man.
We're talking about our new coach in the defense in Kepa.
Keeper coach.
Yeah, keeper coach, exactly.
But I've been impressed.
But how does he what instruction is he giving to striker while he's at the post?
He can see everything now.
Yeah, he sees it from behind.
He sees everything, so he knows.
He sees it. He sees the whole game. The different view, man.
It was like when he was on the bench. He was before Havertz come on. He was telling him what to do, wasn't it?
That guy he can't escape a coaching career, man.
No,
he can't.
He can't. And even the way he speaks, you can tell he's composed.
Yeah, he's very, very cocky and confident.
Yeah.
See, 100%, I can guarantee you something. 100%. I'm confident in him in penalties.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah,
good.
it's true.
Unless I Balaga in penalties, I am
But
confident.
he cannot score one, but he can catch one.
Relax,
But
relax.
at least, anyways, let's not talk about penalties and
I don't want to
goalkeepers,
go. I don't
please.
want to go
That
there.
that
I want to
penalty was
see.
painful, man.
I want to see Mendy get a game though, man.
Bye
Yeah,
bye
he,
to me.
Mendy is gonna have to come back through Community Shield, not Community Shield, the other one, the credit,
Carabao
Carabao
Cup.
Cup.
yeah, and the credit card company.
Ah,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
That's
no. We are
City
playing Man
away.
City. We are playing Man City. I don't want to make go to
Oh,
penalties.
oh,
We might go penalties. I
But
don't want.
if we can beat Man City, if we can beat Man City, that's the job done, right?
of course.
Because
No,
once you escape Man City, I don't think there's a bigger challenge except Liverpool in the
no, but
Carabao Cup.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Who are even Liverpool playing in the
So
Carabao
once
Cup?
we can escape, if we're able to escape Man City, we are like 70% guaranteed to win the Carabao Cup. Man, it's been long. I need as many cups as possible. I can't lie.
So the Carabao Cup
Carab-
schedule. The Carabao Cup schedule is
Any cup, mug cup, every cup is important right now. Plastic
Oh,
cup and everything.
Aston Villa United, Liverpool Derby County, Newcastle Crystal Palace, Man City Chelsea. Okay. West Ham Blackburn, Arsenal Brighton, Nottingham Forest Tottenham, Wolverhampton Wanderers Leeds United. Leicester.
I fear playing Arsenal, man. I fear playing Arsenal. I don't know how we cope with the intensity. They play with a high intensity. I can't lie. They press. They keep walking. They keep running for 90 minutes.
What about Eddie? Let me talk like that for Batford. Portable.
Until they beat us 4-0, you go no portable.
Let me talk.
Against
Eddie,
Brentford.
Please don't speak to me unless you're speaking fluent portable. No, what's up, man? What's up, guys? It's been a long time.
Eddie, give me your take on the Karim Bezema, the Ballondor winner.
It was a dead year. I mean, for the award, to be honest. Let's face it. Like, it's deserved. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's a year where it's literally the worst winner, if you want to put it that way. But then I guess we've been spoiled by years of Ronaldo, Messi giving us, incredible feats throughout the year. So no, it was good. It was well deserved. But I mean, you look at our top three. That's probably one of the worst top threes you'll see. If you want to compare it to other years. But yeah, good for him.
Fair enough. So the money becoming second. Are you impressed? Our African brother.
Come on. Wait, wasn't Sadio Mane having a bad start to the season last year?
Yeah,
And then
it came back good after the African Cup of Nations.
That just tells you everything about the award. For Sadio Mane,
The award is purely individual.
I mean, I guess maybe the AFCON counted for most of it, but let's not forget people wanted him dropped from Liverpool.
Yeah,
that's probably why I didn't get the new contract.
You know Liverpool fans. Sometimes they can have psycho in their head. So you know Liverpool fans.
So
Liverpool fans, they are one of the weird fans I've ever seen in my life. So I can understand. Relax. Mane's second is arguably as bad as J5 third place.
Nah, it's not on the same level.
Uncomfortable convo. Relax. Jorginho he wins the Hero and he won the FIFA the best. So relax.
Wait, was J5 third in Ballondor?
Yeah.
Shit. I thought it was in the Euro thing.
No, it was not in Ballondor. He won the Euro and he won the Champions League.
Damn, that award is dead these days, man.
He was third. That he deserved it that year now.
Just leave Jorginho alone, I beg.
That award is dead, man.
And that person that's gonna win the Ballon d'Or next, we are waiting.
The bar is so low now, man. The quality is so low. Benzema just woke up at 34 years and decided to be best player in the world. I've never heard of that type of story before.
You see people, you drink bitter leaf water, you call it Guinness. No problem.
Relax on Benzema. Benzema is the man.
Honestly, what happened to him at 25, 23 in his prime of his career?
Listen, when you wake up is your morning.
It's
Anytime
crazy.
you wake up is your morning.
So I actually like his story anyway. His story is very good for someone who wants to, aspire to be great, a great footballer. Will just be patient. Don't worry, if I don't win it at 30, I can win it at 33, 34. It's a very good story to write. You should do a documentary basically because
It's
of
not
all
a
the
story.
Ronaldo,
Not a story. His performances were
Bale.
there. What are you
His
talking?
performances has been sublime. Benzema. Hey.
But he didn't win the World Cup now.
Yeah, it was having
He
a
didn't win Euro. He didn't win World Cup. He didn't do
How many
anything
World
for
Cup did
France.
Miss? How many World Cup did Messi win?
no
He
World
won
Cup.
the Copa del Rey now.
Oh wow!
At least that's the major competition that he was involved in scoring for his country, for his national team.
How long did it take to win Copa del Rey? 30
It does
years.
not matter now. Messi was the best human being to ever play white leather ball.
Granted, I'm not. It's debatable, but granted. But it doesn't mean that.
It's debatable. I don't want to go there, but it's
It
debatable.
doesn't mean that.
What is debatable there? There's nothing debatable there. You can't compare him with this drug lord.
Orororo.
Ororo is not even as good as Maradona in his prime.
Orororo. Hey.
Isha won the Ballondor, so no comment.
He won 5. Messi won 7. Messi is not a human being.
No, then who is he?
So will Haaland win Ballon d'Or?
It's possible one day.
But not at Man City, right? Because I'm a strong believer that if you remain at Man City,
you never can
awards
tell
will be passing you by.
Man City won the club of the year, so you never can tell you. They won the club of the year.
I think it's just Pep tax.
Relax, you never can tell you. Chelsea won it when we won the UCL. We won the club of the year, so relax.
So how come they did not give Kai Havertz Ballon d'Or?
What did Kai Havertz won?
We won the Champions League for us.
We won the Champions League. Is it the best player in Chelsea at that period of the day? Nope.
Yeah, but N'Golo Kante was, and N'Golo Kante did not win the Ballon d'Or. So sometimes the award.
He finished 6th or 4th in that year.
Maybe because it just doesn't look elegant, beards.
No player at Chelsea have ever won a Ballon d'Or, have they?
Kim Black.
Yes, Abdullah, trust me. All of these things has to do.
Let me ask you a question. Kim. How do you put N'Golo Kante photo and face on Ifi Towa? That is bad for endorsement. I'm gonna forfeit that endorsement immediately. It's not good enough. How do you put N'Golo Kante face in Ifi Towa to represent French? No. Stop. Don't do that.
But Kaby Lame's face is all over Gucci, Boss, and all those things, and all those endorsements. Forget all those ones.
No.
It's just a black person tax, man.
Ifi Towa is big in French, so you cannot put.
Have you seen Kaby Lame?
Relax.
You know this TikTok guy now, this Kaby Lame guy.
I know.
So if his face can be put on Hugo Boss and all those big multi-million dollars endorsements, why not N'Golo Kante? Why?
Okay, let me ask you a question. N'Golo Kante, what endorsement can you give you? Put him in an Ifi Towa. It does not make any sense now. Is it fine?
Lucozade Boost. Energy drink.
Stop, King Black. Stop.
Because of the way he runs around the pitch, he's going to tell you that it's Monster energy drink that he drank that is making you.
Stop.
It's making him run around.
Don't do this. Stop. Just stop.
You can attract a brand anyway, but I believe it's probably one of the reasons because I don't see why Jorginho was picked over Kante. Really.
Jorginho won the Hero, so he has to say.
And Kante won the World Cup.
Yeah, the performance of France in that Euros, I think, hurt Kante.
Yes, I agree though. He didn't perform very well. And France has too many individual players, so you can't even pinpoint there's Mbappe, there's so many of them. So it's difficult to pinpoint some and N'Golo Kante to win it.
But if we're going by just club alone, what N'Golo Kante did in our Champions League run, for me, that's good enough to win a Ballon d'Or.
Yes.
You can't win man of the match performances from semi-final to quarter-final to the final.
But the problem is
I don't.
Right, King Black, this is the problem now. Yes, I understand it with N'Golo Kante, but N'Golo Kante needs to be consistent enough to convince some of the people
He
that
has been consistent enough. Stop saying consistent enough. How many consistency has
N'Golo Kante
Pochettino
cannot be
given?
choose ahead of Kylian Mbappe. Never.
Why?
He can't.
Why? Why?
He can't. Endorsements,
Why?
too many stuff, and everything.
What
Mbappe's face
endorsement? What
and
makes you
his
think?
Mbappe's face and his physique feast Eiffel Tower. Kante face doesn't face Eiffel Tower. I'm sorry. I love Kante, but I'm sorry. You can't do that for Eiffel Tower. I'm sorry. You can't.
So it's all about handsomeness now.
Handsome, God bless you.
Now I understand. Now I understand you're a racist. You're a racist here.
Oh my god.
I'm not racist. I'm talking.
You're a racist. You're a black racist. Honestly.
I'm talking with Ballondor. The way
How can you say his face cannot be put in Eiffel Tower? What's Eiffel Tower?
Have you seen Eiffel Tower?
Goodness, I can't believe what I just heard. My goodness.
Bless, am I lying? Bless, am I lying?
Don't involve me, please. Don't involve me.
Am I lying, Bless?
I'll let you discuss with King Black, please. Don't involve
Bless, am I lying? I'm serious now. Because that's the way Ballondor people think. If they want to put on Eiffel Tower, you have to be sexy, you have to be looking good, you have to do presentable for them. If N'Golo
Kante is not even helping himself, marrying an old woman. If he was marrying a model now, that one could have actually projected him.
God bless you.
To a type of
you know
spotlight.
Who Mbappe is dating? You know who Mbappe is dating? I don't want to. YouTube might throw me out of here if I say it. Let me keep short.
Oh my god. You guys are very wicked people, man.
Honestly, if you think about it, what endorsement is that woman going to bring for N'Golo?
Last time, I don't want to talk about Vini. I don't want to talk about Vini. I don't want to talk. My defense will throw me out. Let me keep short. My defense will throw me out. I love Vini, but relax. Let him enjoy himself. My defense will throw me out of here. So please, they will throw me out of here. No. So bless. King, I'm serious now. I'm serious.
You guys are killing me here, man.
We are talking about endorsement.
Maybe N'Golo was too shy for the Ballon d'Or. Maybe they called him privately and they said, "See, will you like the Ballon d'Or?" It was like, no. Someone that won the World Cup and did not even want to touch the cup. Type of
very humble human being.
I don't even know if that's humbleness, because at times I just look. Maybe this guy has an issue.
Okay, that's no issue. See machine.
Which kind of humbleness be that?
See machine when you keep for house, they find.
King Black, let me ask you a question. This is what I want to ask you now. See, you are telling me this. N'Golo Kante will be on this Eiffel Tower without why Mbappe cannot beat it. Look how sexy this is. And you tell me they want to put N'Golo Kante as a model for this. I'm out of here. As a model for Eiffel Tower, this. I'm sorry.
Abdullah, you're a very... Come on, respect yourself.
Blue eyes, I'm saying the truth now. I'm saying the truth. Mbappe can fit this because Mbappe is actually a model.
But Haaland, does Haaland look like that one with blonde?
Haaland is white.
With blonde hair and everything that looks like albino. See, you're telling me that one. You're telling me that one is better on the as a poster boy.
Maybe not.
I'm not sure.
Albino is still better. Albino fit.
I can understand the Modric, Cannavaro, and all these players. They look good. And even Modric is a midget now. I don't know.
Last time. I'm sorry. I love N'Golo, but I'm not joking. I love N'Golo, but N'Golo being put on Eiffel Tower, I can't say. I'm sorry. My brain cannot calculate that. Cannot calculate that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Eiffel Tower in France. I'm sorry. If they wake up a guy in the morning and say, "Where is the Ballon d'Or winner, N'Golo Kante?" Can we go and see the Eiffel Tower and you take a picture? Hey, mommy, who is this N'Golo Kante? Look at this war guy.
Oh no.
So I don't want to do that, please. No.
N'Golo Kante has a lot of endorsements now.
Which endorsement? Which endorsement? Blue eyes, I'm waiting for endorsement. Yeah,
I'm
which
trying to think.
endorsement?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
Tesla,
He's too. Is
Chevrolet,
Kante is too shy. He's too
Tesla,
shy for all this
Chevrolet,
endorsement.
Nissan, Hyundai.
Let's be honest. He's too shy. He can't. He can't act. He can't act at all. He can't act. If they ask him to play a certain role, he won't be able to do it. That's Kante.
He's too shy, man. And humble.
I'm telling you.
And
He
you are
doesn't.
telling me
All
he
you
wants
need
to
to
be
do.
the first
All you
wife.
need to do is just tell him to act. Say, "Don't score goal," and he will defend the
Honestly.
goal. You defend the goal. That's it. No, man.
Kim Black, you are sick in the head. You want me to put
No, but
somebody
you
in
don't need
life
to
with
act. In most cases, you don't need to act.
You don't need to act. But the Guadalajara is too humble. Blue eyes is too humble, man. It's too humble. Relax. It's too humble. Way too humble.
Like for endorsement, you need a bit of acting. Now look at Lukaku's Calvin Klein. This thing. Look at it was perfect.
What is that?
Kevin Klein.
It's boxing
I
shorts.
haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
It looked good though. It looked good on him.
It was dope. You can.
Blue eyes, please. I need an explanation for this. Kim Black, you're gonna get me pissed off. How does this man fit and I fit over?
Why not?
How? Are they gonna start using makeup on him?
Let the man live, man. Let the man live.
Yeah, Eddie, I'm asking a question. When King Blast is fighting me, he needs to win Ballondor, and I'm saying, how
No, they
does
need
it?
to. No, if he borrows McMill's chain and put on his neck, I believe, and probably pierce his ear and all that, you won't be saying this one.
Go look at his board. It does not have a. So tell me, how does it?
That guy.
Abdullah.
It's board like me. It does not have a. So what do you tell me?
Abdullah,
No beard, no hair. Hi.
Abdullah, prepare, come now.
Tell me now.
Was he born in Somalia?
He's born in Mali.
Mali. They suffer for that side too. Because once you see the way he plays football, you would have known that this man's eyes have seen.
What my
You can tell. If they kick him, he doesn't complain, he doesn't do anything. Very humble background. You can tell. Someone like Neymar, very entitled human being. You can tell. You actually tell the background of those players by their attitude and everything. You can actually someone like Pulisic, he's never had someone that said no to him before. Even when he's shit, nobody ever tells him you're playing shit. Nobody has ever told him. You can tell. You can tell by some of these players' attitude.
I agree.
Ongolo, man. I don't want him to leave.
Kim Black. If you want to talk about model, you can talk about this too. In model, it's not bad.
What's that?
It's not bad when you talk about model. It's not bad.
Forget model or no model.
It's not bad. You see, this two can become.
The thing is, what the looks of N'Golo Kante is what makes N'Golo Kante special. So it's not because he has beards or something. It's his football,
I understand.
It's his uniqueness. Are you telling me Makelele in his prime had no endorsement?
N'Golo Kante needs to be dating a young lady, not old man, not old lady.
I beg, live his personal life.
Relax.
At least my.
N'Golo. I hope you get back, man. I hope.
Yeah, so at least no more.
Your mic is a little bit cut off. I can't hear you very well.
I said no more Mini Cooper.
No more what?
Mini Cooper. My man has upgraded to GLE.
Oh, actually, my man. I said,
nice.
Papa don't upgrade.
Nice. We collect one GLE. Correct.
Kim Black,
Yeah,
don't worry. Don't worry. You know what is going next? It's going for Tesla next.
No, GLE is Vitam. Yeah.
N'Golo Kante, my man. What a man. What a player. What an humble. I don't even know what to write for him when he eventually leave Chelsea in June. I don't know how to compose a letter for him yet. I don't know. I will think about it. I'll think about what to write. I don't know what to write yet. But when the time comes, I will know what to write. I'll know what to write. because N'Golo Kante deserve a letter and an acknowledgement letter for me. He's done a lot. He's done a lot, man. N'Golo Kante.
N'Golo Kante.
Yeah, he done a lot. Oh, they won the World Cup. This guy does not want to even touch World Cup. I was like, is this man really shy that he doesn't want to even?
Are you sure Kante will be able to present an award when he retires? It will be difficult.
Why?
I can't like this. The same thing that Zidane is doing right now and all these former ex-players. I'm not sure Kante will be able to do. But maybe after his retirement, he will just grow up into another. He can build that side of him. He can even become more outspoken. Who knows? I like that guy, man. Doesn't complain.
Humble guy. Do the job for me. You will do your job.
And you know what's crazy? If N'Golo Kante comes back fit, you can see immediately he steps on the pitch.
You can see the difference. Yeah.
Honestly, I've never
Okay, a question. Where do you guys rank Kante of all-time Chelsea player? Top 10, top 5? All time? It's tough, man.
Top 5.
All time?
Wait, did you say players or midfielders?
Is it midfielders or players?
Chelsea players? Nah, top 10.
Is it players or midfielder?
Players.
If it is players, it's top 10 for me. If it is midfielder for me, King, your mic is breaking up. I don't know what's going on, King. Slime. Is he player or midfielder? Because in terms of player, it's top 10 for me. Midfielder, I will go top. It's difficult.
It's hard for him to get top 5. I mean, you're looking at Lampard, Terry, Czech.
No, in terms of midfielder, though. Midfielder, I'm talking about
midfielder.
Yeah, in Chelsea.
It'll be top 5. It'll be top 5.
Yeah. Stop, Emil Bernard. I will kick you out of here. Excuse me. Stop.
Please.
Stop. There's a football heritage. Stop. Please stop. Raul Migueles better than N'Golo Kante. Stop. Please. Stop.
I think we might look back and say he's one of the greatest of all time for Chelsea anyway. But because we live in the we are at the moment is still
I can have that argument. I can't.
Yeah, but it's because we have actually the Czechs and Lampard, they are a thing of the past. I'll be honest, his final years of Lampard, I don't even see him as a legend at Chelsea. Well, I'm telling you, the final years of Lampard, I didn't see him like that. But after like 5, 10 years or 6, 7 years, because we could not replace those players, we look back and say, man, you get what I'm saying? So we might actually look back in like a decade.
Slatlam said players, if he said in midfielder is a top 2 for him. So who is on number 1? Slat, who is on number 1? If N'Golo is on number 2, who is on number 1? Midfielder in Chelsea, number 2. That's not bad. That's a good shout. Then who is on number 1 then? Makelele, Mekelobi, who again? Essien, Balak, Deco. So who is the number 1? Lampard, number 1. Wait. If you're saying Lampard is number 1, take out goals for Lampard. Is Lampard really better than N'Golo?
Well, hang on.
Is he better than N'Golo? If you take out goals. If you take out goals, is he? It's a big debate. I can debate that though. Blue Eyes, where do you rank N'Golo? Okay, Blue Eyes, where do you put N'Golo?
To be honest with you,
and Slatlam said you cannot put him in number 2. Lampard is number 1
for Chelsea, or just in general.
Yeah, midfielder.
No, he's not. No, until the end of his career, we'll have that discussion. For now, he's still an active player in the game. Still has a lot to give the game before we can look at him as whether he's where he's ranked all time. But he's definitely going to be a huge shout. Huge.
I pray to God and I hope to God N'Golo
See
Kante
how
is
the
fit.
boys are at school.
Because I know
Jordan
when he's fit,
wants
oh
to
my
talk
God in
about his
heaven,
moms.
it will be very, very difficult to stop N'Golo if he's fit. I just hope it can be fit, man. I I love N'Golo. I miss N'Golo, man. Blue eyes when N'Golo plays, everybody elevate their game. Everybody.
Absolutely.
When he's fit, they dare nobody. When N'Golo is fit, you see Chelsea playing on steroid. That's like
Absolutely.
when Chelsea is playing different way. What is good? Is it N'Golo Kante that is making us feel like this? What's going on? What's going on with us? What's going on? I just
Top
want
class player.
I just want him to be fit, man, because I know when he's fit, Chelsea turn to different beast and different animal entirely. When he's fit, I miss N'Golo, man. I miss N'Golo. N'Golo. Because look at that Tottenham match, N'Golo. That Tottenham match in the beginning of the season, we became a different specimen because of N'Golo Kante. We became a different specimen entirely because of him.
Yep.
That guy was running around the midfield. I was like, wait, though, I'm seeing a different Chelsea. What is going on? N'Golo Kante control that midfield. I
Yep.
was like, wow. But ever since then, he's been injured. Oh my God, we've missed N'Golo Kante. We've been playing different. We look toothless sometimes without him. It's difficult to replace N'Golo Kante. It's very difficult, but we shall find a way to replace him. But it's difficult. It will be very difficult to do. Steve N'Golo, where do you rank him? All time second midfielder player. Where do you put him?
Oh man, it's hard.
Hmm?
Top two.
Top two?
I'll go top two, man.
So who is number one?
That's hard.
Wait,
Number
top
one.
two is he in player or midfielder?
Midfielder.
Top two.
Number one is hard, man.
Number one is that's two. Miracle. N'Golo, where do you put him? Player, midfielder, top two, top three, top four. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working. Yeah, talk. Like somebody have already sleep on the stream. Otherwise, we have a problem.
Who sleep?
Somebody is sleeping. Miracle has slept off on the stream.
Are you serious? Who's sleeping?
Miracle.
How do you know?
He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. The miracle have slept, man. While I don't do. I can't even.
Yo, I think it's already late. Let's do this again, guys. I'm gonna jump off too.
Guys, peace.
Big
We
up,
might
big
do
up,
it
big up.
do on Wednesday or Friday, but we'll see though. But guys, Friday, United Chelsea preview. We have to do that. We'll do
It's
a
midweek games, isn't it? This week.
Yeah, midweek. Yeah, maybe on Wednesday we'll see though. But for the Friday, United Chelsea preview. Surely.
Yeah, that's a big game, isn't it? The weekend,
Yeah,
Chelsea,
we
man.
win, Chelsea. Hopefully we win though.
Yeah, man. We have to.
Like the vid. Peace.
Big up.